It's a Paul, but another Paul,
Yeah, man, me know,
but,
man.
yeah, different Paul. You know, I want to say, one of the things we need to explain is maybe you are, or maybe somebody else can explain that when you hear the news that somebody get unalive in somewhere in Jamaica, we mustn't take it that all of the people who lost their life because of violence mean that the news are carried. So the police might very well get the data and tabulate it already. And the news,
Yeah, we know
the
that.
news station. But maybe that the people that might use as a benchmark and so long time it for the news. Then it no count.
News,
And
news,
maybe
is
that's the
not,
mistake.
news is not. News should never be utilized as a source to
That is what I
tabulate
say. That is what I say,
homicide in
Chopper.
a country.
But guys, remember the police them work off for information, so they would have known who dead by
No, the police don't
violence,
work
who
off of
dead by
information like that. The police work based on investigation.
right.
Because if someone is murdered or unalived without the matter being formally reported to the police still have a duty and still will investigate it. So, I don't buy into that. What I wanted to say to you, though, in a Chuck and others, is that the PNP have a history of not supporting the downward trend in murders.
True.
And if you were to be blunt, you could say that the PNP actually are in favor of a high murder rate.
Yeah, you could have said that. The argument is that an unfair argument.
And I would agree with you 100% on
Well, it
Yeah,
might be controversial. I know a lot of people might
but
be
it's not an unfair. It's not
What
an
kind
unfair conclusion.
It's
What
just
kind
not
of-
crime. It's not just crime alone. They don't support. They don't support a lot of things because even look on our way to republic right now. Mark Golan disappear. It is like him not supporting the government.
Yeah, but what the thing is that people don't understand that crime, the reduction in crime, a significant reduction in murders, in particular in Jamaica,
Hey,
unlock a whole heap of opportunity.
True.
Hold on, somebody phone open.
a parliament I called for a long time, man. Continue chat. So I have to go wait till we come back on team again.
Yeah, so a significant reduction in murders in Jamaica will unlock a lot of potential that we always have, but couldn't realize them because of the stigma of crime. That's why I said to you, when you look at the projection for the next 5 years, and we are saying this on the background that the JLP will be returned at the next election to form government. And if everything
without a doubt.
if everything remains equal, if everything remains as it is now, and we are able to record anywhere between 19 and 20% reduction per year, which I am doing the calculation on the higher.
So Chuck, I was listening to a guy today, right? And I was listening to a guy today. I think a 1 hour the name or something like that, right?
My God, listen to me. Your palette really good for taking Howard, you know.
No. I'm just putting this foolishness where I'm put out, right? As me say, him there and I talk about the crime rate and whatever.
You want to need to repeat.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If a party full of them people are criminal liar, don't you think so them are benefit from crime?
Yes, most definitely.
That's why they don't want crime go down.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Right. All of them sits in them role as some high profile criminal liars.
Yeah.
Right. And you're right, excellent. That is where majority of them benefits come from.
Yes.
Hold on. Pause now. Just long time we are called upon you, Paul. Your time now. Say your piece.
Well, me say right now, if the cops them corrupt and the system corrupt, there's no way that we're gonna have a solution.
When you say the system corrupt, explain that, break down that down for me, please.
Well, when you have people getting a let go and they don't have really a system how to deal with different offenses.
No, there is a system how to deal with different offenses. What do you mean people getting a let go?
Well, people getting off when them commit certain heinous crimes.
Like what? You have to give me an example. Me know said
Come on, man. We know what's
people
the
get
reality.
sentenced to years for murder, for rape and all that sitting there.
Yeah. But
Give me an example of somebody in a Jamaica. Hold on. Give me an example of somebody in a Jamaica that committed a heinous crime and get away.
Well, right now, me just speculate from what I.
You can't. That is the problem. We don't want speculation. Speculation is misleading information. Because when you come now on the World Wide Web and you say the system corrupt and people are commit heinous crime and get away, somebody will hear you and walk out with the impression say, boy, I saw Jamaica state, people out there commit heinous crime and get away. No, say you can't repeat those things loudly without any evidence to back them up.
True. You're right. You're right.
Chuck, I live in Canada and I see people do heinous thing and get off high because it was lack of evidence.
Exactly.
So a lot of these things go on everywhere. If you don't have evidence to prove the person that go walk.
But Paul, let me say this to you. And you see, a conversation with you is the kind of reason why we like that. Yeah, I'm here to tell you say you're wrong, but I can't tell you say you shouldn't think it because obviously you probably think different from me and nothing wrong with that. But let me tell you what you have to look at. You have to look at the overall picture of where we were, where we are now, and where we're heading to.
Absolutely.
We are coming from a time when extrajudicial killing by the police was the talk of the day. When last have you heard the term extrajudicial killing by the police on the news?
Been a couple of years.
Because that it's not eliminated, but it has been cut down dramatically. I think we moved from over about 800 in 1 year to probably less than 50 now.
But Chuck, if you can remember, it's just one actually time in our life you used to hear 7 guys dead, 4 guys dead, 5 guys dead from the police.
From the police. And sweetie, look, yes, I just say that, that is important, because in the last year, the police has been on some operation where them actually apprehend people that were shooting at them.
Yes.
Just last week.
And bring it and take them in.
Just last week we saw the robbery down at Clarendon. Where all those young men was quarreled and taken into custody. So we are operating right now with a far more professional police force than we had 24 years ago, than we had 30 years ago.
Because
We are
you know what, Chuck? The police don't know who in the force is watching them now. So them have to work for that. I think now way.
Into that incident down at Squad, Chuck. One of the criminal element escape, escape custody,
One of them escaped. And
that was caught in that. Yeah, man. One of the escape.
About that, let people know something what happened out of that incident that it goes unnoticed. A member of the JDF was arrested. I think that day after, because he was attempting to go and get his friend or his brother out. He got the call and he went there to try and get his brother out. And the police were able to track, chase, and caught him, arrested him. That shows that our police force have some capabilities now that they didn't have 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Yes, Chuck. Eyes up on them now, Chuck. So they must know them.
Them own eyes.
Yep.
Right? So we have to give credit. So Paul, when you come now, and sorry, not me not the Paul S. Because me no want the other Paul. No, Paul, when you come now, and you can't make those general statements. I have no problem with us feeling that the system in Jamaica, and when you say the system corrupt, it's not the system. That's a thing not do the system in Jamaica. The people of Jamaica are corrupt. Me, Chuck Finley, where they also take part in the corruption too. Because sometimes one policeman would have stop me and would have give him a thing to get the ticket. That's a corruption. Sometimes I want to go tax office, go renew my car papers, and I just go down there and give a man a money and he do it for me. That's a corruption. So the system is okay. There's nothing to the system. And the people corrupt.
Chuck, suppose me tell you, say, me know of writers how people pay to get them license.
All right. In Canada.
Yeah, Canada. It's not like I'm saying it right still, but me just show you say things happen everywhere.
No, Angel, I am not taking a shower. I am a shower. It happens everywhere. You have to look at things like those everywhere, right? But what we have to do in Jamaica now is continue the steps that this government take already in doubling and tripling public sector salary is the first step in weeding out corruption out of the public sector.
Talk every truth to itself, we can see a dramatically change in the system.
Man. Yes, man.
That is a recognition that the thing oftentimes is the Chuck. The thing the people who sometimes most of them they are abroad and those inside of Jamaica. I think them fail to recognize that a lot of change has taken place, and in making the criticism, recognize that the change take place, and the change is taking place. Even when you must move around, you sense that the shooting is minimal in Jamaica. Certainly over the past couple of months, you can see it.
Yeah, because remember you know whether they're Clarendon and Moby and Hanover, but
Exactly.
all these things. You know, I get so much
Exactly.
again.
Exactly. That is the point, I remember, brother.
But what you have to remember, I know, I don't know how much of you did I follow the trial, the Klansman trial.
Yeah, me follow
in the trial that the done in Spanish Town used to listen to the news and say, oh, people are dead down there, nobody not dead as Spanish, just to kill some people.
You know, we have
turn it up.
Yeah, turn it up, man. Murder to lawyer, sir. So we have to consider all those factors that the police was against. The police was working against a man who just want to hear say people are dead, no matter why.
Yeah. And Chuck, look where the murders, the murder them are commit now. Look at which area and constituency.
The murders are concentrated in the People's National Party constituencies.
All right, that's it.
Yeah. Because there's some Mark Gold in there when he said, we don't have to turn up the thing behind them, because they're not going to let it go easy.
I forgot to put that.
All that type of language. Was a leader in 2024 and 23. You make them type of comment there. That's serious. That's a very dangerous comment, you know.
And none of the news media them, none of the big news media them around with it.
No, they're not closing upon that. How you gonna make a comment like that? What does turn it up mean? We know what turn it up mean in Jamaica, you know.
No, the man say we get wicked pan them.
Wicked me mean. Get wicked. What that mean?
To me, that was a threat.
And the man say we are junglers and we're not afraid of no guy.
Yes. Kingman.
Yeah.
Let me hear from Kingman. You have a request for in the chat, so they want to hear from your Kingman. Go ahead. Kingman. Kingman. Unmute Kingman, you might mute.
Yeah, Chuck. Big up. The said thing what the brethren said about buying. There's no brethren here. Now they said US where P and get them license said way. So corruption they all over. Not like one.
But you see what we have now. We have some people who leave Jamaica 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And what them remember is the Jamaican when they left here.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And
Getting at the conversation for true.
yes. And so my time, they will go on social media, they will go on YouTube and see one video entitled Andrew Warner's in trouble again. Andrew Warner's gone to court.
Yeah.
Those are what them we call the clickbait video. Them title the video, them think that the people click on it.
Yeah.
And that's how they get money from YouTube.
I get a dramatic get a dramatic name. You have to touch it.
You have to touch it. So you will feel on there, you will listen to a 2-hour video to hear which part Andrew Warner's in a trouble. And when you listen to the video, you don't mention nothing about Andrew Warner's. But that's the title for key. And so my time people only look for the title and gone, boy, see them, see it on YouTube, was Andrew in a trouble again.
Yeah.
Chuck,
The,
you have some
Green put out, the Green run with a headline that says, damning report from the Integrity Commission about Andrew Wellness. Where is the report that is damning? I know we can't find it, but you have some people who just see that headline and don't read nothing else.
Yeah.
Chuck, but the reason some people the other day and them have the notion that nothing going to Jamaica, but you spend time I go to Boop and Google the urban center and say, you know where is this? Then they look, and then can't tell me which it is. So I say, you know, it's Jamaica that. And them seems to be shocked now because I show them say, see, if we don't seek no information, we don't know what's going on, but we stop follow people and run with us, hear something and run with it.
Yeah.
Jamaica is transformed. Me live in Canada. Me come to Jamaica very often. And me follow up with everything we are going to Jamaica. But there's no place in the world to me like Jamaica. So I have to know where I go on. I don't just follow what people say. Me listen to Parliament. Me go do investigation.
In a conversation with people. Google the 3 Mile Bridge and ask them which part in the world is.
This way I say, even them, let me show them. This the park the park of Mobile. When I see that park the other day, boy, I tell you, I couldn't believe it's Jamaica.
So don't fuck bitch.
Me remember, is it Amani Park?
Amani Park.
Jesus Christ, that place is so beautiful. Don't think of foreign it there now. I'm here to tell you, this is Jamaica. This is all Jamaica. Yeah.
I was having a conversation with a guy on another platform one night. And he was telling me that he was angry. That all of the beach them in Jamaica, then just fix them up and make them in a private hand. So I say, name one of the beach them. Instead of one a man to go be right across and where them fix up. So I say, how many park you talking? He say, yes. I say, no, it's a free beach. For the public.
Public beach. Public beach.
He never know that. He say, pass and see the work. I go on and say, boy, I must pay you for pay for going. I say, no, sir, it's a free beach. So
why when you lack of knowledge about something, you don't go seek the knowledge?
You don't go seek
That's where I'm going with it now.
Last night I had a guy. I was sparring over me.
Wait, don't go down so deep underneath it.
Sweetie, that's all like a personal conversation. I go too deep.
Okay.
Check it out. Yeah, I don't want nobody else here. Last night I was sparring over me old yard. Well, on that part, I come into you next. Last night I was sparring over me old yard. Right? Before they lock the shop, they find new man and fight lock up the shop. And I had a gentleman over there that was asking about one of my old landlord there, I can't remember what manager talk about again. I lose my train of thought. I get old. Anyway, I was having a conversation with a young man last night. I was asking that. Yes, old yeah. No, I mean I said the people live the old in the see yard old. I was talking to a man. And when you have people have some genuine concern, you can't address them. But when you have some people who just talk with them here, the guy asked me a question about the government using taxpayers' money to pay SSL staff. I told him, I said,
We had a
you are
conversation.
telling a lie. Yes, I said, you are telling a
We had
lie.
a
Government used not one single dollar. Yes, we see it. It was in the paper. But in the very same paper, the report also came out that SSL received an insurance settlement and the government no longer need to foot the bill as they had planned. So people walk around and pick up bits and pieces of information. And when they get to the part where they want, then stop. Then stop reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, me get something where I want. Me hear say the government do something bad. Let me go with it.
So Chuck, the government is still uses taxpayers' money and do it. If the government never investigated them, would have still ball.
Them would have bad same way.
Yeah. But when you
The
say
government did make
In
it
order
black.
for the government to investigate, he have to pay the people who do the work.
Yes.
I'll keep them in place. Keep them in place for a while. Yeah.
That is what the PMP didn't do in the 90s when the collapse started. Them stand up aside and watch it.
Because Chuck, it was deliberate, Chuck.
Deliberate. And then them go around and they wave the flag.
The banks that created that Edward Seaga, them want to them bank they fail because through them more aligned with our party. They made one them bank they fail.
Yes, it was an attempt. Bless up Omalo. It was an attempt to cut out the funding. And they did that. They did that, you know. They managed to cut out the funding on the Jamaica Labour Party, which is what kept them in power for 3 more elections.
Yep.
Hey, I just got a question before I go.
Yes.
Want to know what make Jamaica not have ambulance and EMT service?
Who said you don't have ambulance?
What?
Why do you think Jamaica don't have ambulance?
Have a lot of ambulance.
Just late last year, the Ministry of Health purchased about, I think it was 20 ambulances came in the island. I don't understand what you mean Jamaica don't have ambulance and
What about train EMT? Me overseas.
Jamaica have ambulance.
I mean, what's the Jamaica have ambulance or you overseas, you don't know that?
Because Paul, and Paul, I am not saying, Paul probably see the clickbait story them.
Yeah, and I run with it.
And I run with them. Paul,
No, I don't that. No. I'm gonna run with
you're not gonna do Paul.
I'm just ask a question.
No man, I don't mind. As I say, I don't mind you asking me, but I'm not gonna do Paul. I can give you a couple of minutes now.
Hold on that,
I am sure you see a whole heap of other things.
Chuck, let me say this to Paul. Paul, did you know say fire recruit have their own ambulance? Did you know that, sir?
Yes, me know that.
You know, so if you did know that, you shouldn't ask that stupid question.
No question is stupid.
No question is
No, man, that's stupid, man.
You see, you're ignorant.
No sweet tip. Yes, listen to me. Yes, hold on, let me say this before you come in, Jen. Guys, listen to me. You see, just like how Paul can stop from our platform and hear a discussion, in we pass one PMP platform and hear a discussion to say, no ambulance out there Jamaica, just people are dead on the road because no ambulance out there. Right? People hear for them discussion just like them hear our one. So if that Paul here, I come here to ask a question now, he is doing the right thing.
Yeah, but
man. All right.
Yeah, because I'm trying to educate myself. You know what I'm saying?
Chuck, Paul never just ask a question now. Paul pose the question within the context. That's almost a statement of facts. And that's a little bit different. If they never know, say, Jamaica have an ambulance, that suggests that as it knows, son, that is the case. And that's a misrepresentation.
Yeah, me understand that, you know, but as I said before, the PMP, them is convincing when they attack. So he probably pass on here. And he is not the only one. So let me answer it loud and clear again, Paul. Jamaica has brand new ambulances, right? Just late last year, is somewhat about 20 years of ambulance came into the island, purchased by the Ministry of Health.
You can Google it
There was
and find
an
out.
incident. There was an
Hey, thanks for
incident
the
at the
information.
airport recently, Paul, that
Yeah,
you
you're
would have
welcome,
heard
Paul.
about, and you'd have heard say, why them couldn't get no ambulance. Right? There was an incident at the Montego Bay airport where a man collapsed and they had to wait for an ambulance. You would have heard about that incident. But it doesn't mean that we don't have any ambulance. Right? Angel.
Copy.
Angel is an EMT from Jamaica.
And I only wanted to say, because the gentleman asked about ambulances in Jamaica, there are so many ambulance, private and government-owned ambulances in Jamaica. And the ambulance in Jamaica is not just EMT, they're nurses. But we just have to say, before we go any further, we have to have a little bit of patience and restraint when it comes to people coming on the live and asking questions. Even if they pose the question a little bit strong. Come on.
All right.
Like I said, guys, YouTube is misinformation. Half of the time, these people get the information from YouTube and from PMP misinformation live. So we have to be a little bit tolerant when it comes to them people's question.
Yeah,
But
we agree with you.
there are, listen, I mean, look at all ambulances, like with American, brand new ambulances, different companies, private companies, and government owned, all over, posted up in almost all the hospitals in Jamaica. I've seen them for myself, been there, been around them, even looking to try and invest into that type of market.
I was about to bust this week because me say I plan to buy 2 ambulances and start your own company, you know, but me never want to say it out loud.
You see your mixer? That's why I never want to come up here. I have somebody want to say hi. Say hi. I'm not going to chat stuff. I'm going to lick you after the reach you. Yeah?
Hey, thanks for educating me. Remember, hey, Chuck, thanks for educating
But hold
me.
on, Paul. I was gonna give you a couple of minutes to ask us any question.
Hold on,
Anything
Chuck.
you see on social media where you hear.
Chuck, hold on. I have a Jamaican here that wants to say hello.
Yes, man. Begin in Jamaican.
Hello, Chuck Norris.
And a Chuck Norris.
No, this is Chuck Finley. Chuck Norris is an American. I am a Jamaican. Chuck
Where
Finley.
Jamaican you come from?
St. Andrew was grown in Dunkirk and Rose Lane when Buckinghamshire days.
At Dunkirk, I go to school, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I attended the Vauxhall Secondary.
Vauxhall?
Yeah, man.
We know Vauxhall. He used to live close by. On Bray Street.
I know cross the road from
Yeah, was a
Vauxhall used to
police
live.
store.
Eh?
Eh?
It's not cross the road
No,
in front
Bray
of Vauxhall
Street.
used to live.
No, on Bray Street. The road, little road.
I think I'm in front of Vauxhall because I Bellevue there, so.
Nah, mama. Hey, me not live at Bellevue. Dunkirk, we shot at them there.
All right, sir.
Black
Pick
Street
up
man them.
yourself, sir.
Black Street man them.
All right, come on for my live. Bye.
All right, bye.
All right, sir. But yeah, man. So, Paul, I'm going to give you a chance to ask us a couple of questions of things you might see from the internet. But you don't understand.
There's so much that I've seen that it's sometimes it gets overwhelming just to figure out what's true and what's fiction. You know what I'm saying? But
And that is why you have a platform like this. Okay? I guarantee you honesty at all times. And I encourage Paul that people don't take what I have to say, but they go and do some research and say if I've told a lie. And so after question, I will point in the right direction of the information. So go ahead. Tell me something else when you see online.
I'm a Rockport, I come from. See, Rock, and I've left the country many years.
Oh, I'm Joe.
You know, but there is a stigma that you can't go back at the neighborhood you left and all these things. You know, Rockport, I come from. You know, and you know, when I was growing up in Rockport, that was a great place. You know, when I was growing up, never had no problems. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm trying to re-educate myself and understand how the run-ins are go, you know, and listen and learn, you know, I try to keep up with
Jamaica
what's
today,
yeah.
Jamaica today is a different place
Yeah, me know.
than the
I know.
Jamaica where you live.
I mean, the last time I came down there, it was a total different place from what I left. And I understand it. I get it that there's change, things happen, yes. But you know, I'm trying to learn what's going on, you know, and it's people like yourself and listening to you guys, you know. Sometimes things may be a misguided from what I've seen, you know, and then try to get information to see what's what. And I appreciate that.
Let me tell you this. Myself and others on the platform here, we're all supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party. We don't hide that. We don't make any qualms about it. But above that, we all love our country. We love Jamaica.
Absolutely.
I can't see if I did born somewhere else, I probably wouldn't forgive my mother.
Hey, me make people everywhere I go overseas. I've been all over the world, and everywhere I go, first thing me make them know say Jamaica me come from.
Right. And what there's a couple of changes taking place in Jamaica right now. We are having an national security change for the better, an infrastructural change for the better, and a political change for the better.
And an educational change
And
too
an
for
educational change for the better.
yeah.
Right? Well, I know about that food check.
Even medical too.
Even medical.
Anyway, my brother, I got to run.
All right, sir. Feel free to pass through anytime. We always have information. But before you leave, Omar, I want to know if you plan to come out and cast a vote in the next election, or if not, how you plan to assist.
Well, I will contribute in my own way.
I will not ask who you plan to vote for, because generally people who love Jamaica vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. So, you love Jamaica, so I'm not even gonna ask.
Exactly.
Right?
All right.
Yeah, man. For respect, man, we there all the wise, man. Just pass through the time we're there.
All right,
people
thank
who
you, my
love
brother.
communism vote for the PMP part.
Yeah.
Right. Uncle Chuck, I want piece of breaking news, I know, Uncle Chuck.
What go on that?
Uncle Chuck,
Yeah, man, we are here. You go ahead.
there's a councillor over in Michelle Charles area over St. Thomas there, going by the name of Dinsdale. It seems to me that Mr. Dale does not know the difference between NWA Road and Parish Council Road. The council is up there trying to find Mr. Michelle Charles overhaul road that she's supposed to fix.
What you have said? The council don't want the road to fix.
When Mr. Charles is fixing Uncle Chuck, it's not Parish Council Road.
Members
And
of
he wants
party.
to stop the woman from fixing the road because the woman asked for the help from check. And check assist her in fixing the road. And the councillor seems like he wants to stop the road from fix.
And a sitting councillor is
Because the
preventing the road from being fixed.
Parish Councillor and NWA Road.
Yeah, boy.
So I try to stop the woman from fix her own road.
Ah, boy, I tell you. What is person here? Goldface?
Yes, that is how
Yeah, man.
criminal organization work.
Yeah, man, Goldface.
Goldface.
Yeah, man, good afternoon, sir. You make a comment a while ago, so I mean, come on, you know, it asks if the man once the man love Jamaica and
If you love Jamaica, we vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Yes, I said that.
Yeah, what kind of statement that?
A statement that if you love Jamaica, you would vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. I mean, me not see how else we can explain it.
But that's your opinion still, me not feel so.
Right? This is an opinion program.
So what otherwise? Okay.
But can you prove otherwise?
Okay.
Well, yes, of course.
Let's have the
Because all them,
discussion.
because
I love this
basically
debate,
all the man, none of them people that are going up for the run for all them are doing now is going to go rip off the little island, then going poor and come out. All them
Explain to
going
me
poor
how.
and come out rich.
Explain to me how the island is being
The whole of them.
No,
No, man,
One of them going poor.
Hold on, Nathaniel. No, I don't want, me no want your cast. I will take him down. Nah, man, me no want you take him down, man. I don't want your cast as shadow. Me want you tell me what you know. Me want you tell me what you know. Don't come tell me the whole of them. I make a statement that offend you. So come and challenge the statement.
Chuck,
Yeah.
Chuck,
Oi.
yesterday you told me that some conversations worth having. From you here, that man came up there and said the two of them are coming up with rob people. He has no vote. He do not plan to vote. He don't have anything to offer.
No,
He
make us
bring it.
let us ask him. Let us fresh out what he has to say.
Philippine, remember the last time when you did that? Let's hear what he have to say. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Hold on. We are gonna have it, but
me know some stay
listen,
now.
I
And
don't
like that, man.
what
No,
I do?
I know.
because hear me as a goldface. I don't want you. I don't want you to give me generalized comments. If you're going to debunk my argument, I believe, and you say it's my opinion. I believe that if you love Jamaica, you're going to vote Labour right. And you say me wrong. So let us discuss that.
Of course. I mean,
But
because
you can't come and tell me say the whole of them are thief. No, you can't tell me that. Tell me who you know are thief and tell me why you know them thief.
That's not an
why
argument. The whole of them are thief. That's not a good way to
That's not an
start.
argument.
No.
I know none of you guys gonna like what I said because basically I know I'm a supporter of wholeness.
We don't
And
hide
don't
it.
like
I never hide it.
anytime if we make a comment like that, I don't get offended because I don't know exactly what I talk about.
No. All right. Apparently, I get your feelings that you think Andrew Wellness is one of those people. But let me ask you a question about. Hold on. But let me ask you a question now about Andrew Wellness.
Yeah.
Tell me, prove to me, which part Andrew Wellness has stolen or misappropriated $1 of taxpayers' money.
Well, you will find out.
Again,
the investigation is going on. You will find out.
Goldface, no. Hold on, Goldface. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm going to repeat
There
that
is
question.
no investigation, sir.
Hold on, Felipe. Let me repeat that question to you once again. Tell me where they have been investigating Andrew for over 4 years. Tell me where he has misappropriated or swindled $1 of taxpayers' money.
Well, me no never taxpayers' money or where the money come from. Never taxpayers' money. Because how much money Andrew get paid a year annually? How much money
You must tell us because you supposed to know.
How you get paid? Where you get so much money from?
No, hold on. No. Which money? How much?
Goldface, that coming like a
Mark
personal thing.
Mark is a rich man long time. We know
Bad
that
mind,
man have money.
bad mind.
Hold on.
Goldface,
I
come
said
like
it, you know. He's
personal
Chuck.
against and
Chuck, this man don't have any. Chuck,
No,
this
but
man.
hold on. Give me 1 more minute, Angel. Beg you 1 minute, Angel. Beg you one.
Me know this cut me off back. I
Beg
don't
you
like
1
to
minute,
say
Angel. But
But
hold
you
on,
don't
the
have
gold.
any reason, sir.
I can't reason what you say. You can't back up what you're saying.
You don't have the
me tell
argument.
me
You don't have
every by can't buckle. That's why I get
Hold on,
so offended.
let me talk to the shit in a plate. Let me talk to the shit in a plate a little bit. Shit in a plate. You see, if you don't come here so with the truth and facts, and you have a conscience to talk, you come down. You come.
Yeah, man, you need to go down, man. I shit in my talk room. You can't come and respect.
Everybody. Mute everybody. please.
Hello, wanna just calm down, the man.
Just calm
Wanna
down.
just calm down, the man. Why wanna run so wild like on a wild animal pan the live?
Guys,
Wanna
calm
just calm
down,
down, man.
Let me ask this gentleman so. This gentleman, hold on,
Wanna have all of the evidence how to make the
and then I will
man.
bring in other people to be a part of it. So hold on.
Exactly.
You say, me ask that question, me say, tell me, a whole report come out about Andrew. And I say, tell me in one of them, which part Andrew Wallace misappropriate $1 of public funds. You see anything of that in any other report then that come out about with him?
No worry, man. You will soon find out.
No, it's a simple question about, no, you see, that is no
Sir,
problem.
you have
You will
no
soon find out.
responsibility.
You will
Answer the
soon find
question.
out.
Have
You will
you
soon find
seen
out,
any
man.
evidence that says he has misappropriated $1
Where did you get so much?
taxpayers' money?
Where did you get so much money from? Where did you get so much money from? It's what I call.
That is the problem. That are the bad mind a festa when you ask that question.
I don't know bad mind.
Yes,
I don't know bad mind.
and good.
Me go to Jamaica. Me go to
Where you
Jamaica.
get your money from?
Me go to Jamaica. Me go to Jamaica. Me a returning resident. Me a returning resident of Jamaica. Me go down there.
Hold on. Answer my question then. Which part? How you acquire your money? Tell me how you get your money. Why are you able to be on a phone now? When you get money by credit, when you get money by data. The problem you have is that you faster sense a bad mind about where you find it easy to question what people have rather than try find out a way to have your own. Yeah, you come, I ask you a simple question and you don't know the answer, but yet you're still up in your feelings about it. I am not up in my feelings. We can discuss Andrew Wallace from now till daylight, but I am not going to discuss assumptions or feelings with you. Come with your facts. Don't come and tell me, say you soon find out or you soon know. It makes your reasoning ability dunce. And in 2025, I tell myself that I will not reason with any dunce. Your reasoning ability dunce.
Sorry,
A simple question and your answer is you soon find out. And you come, say you come to debate. And you come empty-handed.
When Chuck, you couldn't give me one piece of him, man.
I have to say, I have to say something, Chuck. Chuck,
Hold
there's
on, let
something
Sheikah
that I
speak,
want to
please.
say. There's something that I want to say. I'm not care who wants to me a TikTok police and this and that. I'm not give a rat's ass. You see, certain behavior, I am not for it. Especially when you over Chuck live.
You are my police. Nobody can get
I am not for it. I believe that we all have enough evidence, enough facts, enough data to challenge anything that is put towards us. You hear me say? I am not in it for the name calling and the disrespect. Oh no, know that already. I am not into it.
I don't like.
You hear me say?
I agree.
So
I agree.
if we feel like say all we want to talk at the same time, that not gonna work because it not sound good. And if we feel like say we need to challenge somebody, we don't need to call them no names. We are all Jamaicans. We are gonna have different opinions. We are going to have robust debates. We are going to have robust debates sometime. We might get up it. But
and most important to Sheikah, we are not the PNP. We don't call people names.
We are not the PNP. This man there say where Andrew get money from. There is a 170 page report in here that is there, and that's all on the need to draw for. Ask him say which part in it. Then say Andrew take $1 from the government.
That is the first question I put, and I'm waiting for an answer.
Right.
So there is in the report. Andrew
exactly.
$1.
Them investigate Andrew for 4 years as Chuck say, and up until now they can't say in take $1 from one ministry or nothing. And I am pretty sure the forensic investigator would then go for America and carry come to Jamaica come go to Andrew Wellness bank account, in mama account, in granny account, in great granny account. If they will find say 1 cent come from out of John Tam rear end, it would have made headlines. So enough information is out there about the Prime Minister. No speculation, no opinion. Can't come challenge you now. Me couldn't get in on no feelings or if you fed up, you come and call people
True.
names.
True.
Uno better and bigger than that. You know how long me there see live till me I'll drop asleep and wake up.
Never
You know me
question
not
for
like
the
them something,
gentleman.
yeah, man.
He said, if you never married already, I would have married you.
What may I say? These we have to challenge them. We have the facts. We will not call them no name and touch them.
And guys, when that comes from Philippines, you must understand, you know.
Yeah, because it's a new year, guys. We have to get serious.
Not only that, guys, we are our
Andrew used the government to enrich himself. He used the government, he used it to
Goldface,
enrich himself.
Goldface.
Again, Mr.
Goldface,
Gentleman,
hold
tell
on.
me how.
That's exactly what he did. He
So,
got in the poor where he get so much money from.
Full
Goldface,
face, hold on, no full
Goldface.
face. Is it cool face?
Goldface, hold on, Goldface. Hold on. Guys, I'm going to Chuck, if you want, Chuck, tell me how you want this to go. Because I can't put on the timer. Because Mr. Forsyth want to ask some question. Churchill is here. Let me know. But if this man cannot answer the first question, we should ask him. If you see Andrew take any money, we cannot continue. And the next thing we need to ask him, you ask him where Mark Golin get him money. He say Mark Golin rich long time. Where Mark Golin well come from? Because he look like a Mark Golin a work and Andrew never work. Andrew a politician for 30 years. So tell me if Mark Golin a bigger man for Andrew or he work out or what? Or I want somebody to have wealth. So if he can't answer the one question, I don't think we need to have a discussion going forward with him.
Make him stay.
No. Ask him and make him answer.
Make him stay, man. Make him stay.
You can ask those questions, Mr. Coldface, and we will ask your question.
All right,
but
cool.
You have
First
to answer, and we will answer. We don't want to. We're not discussing opinions or feelings. Okay? So go ahead, Shika.
Yeah, no, let me just ask him a question, right? So you say, well, Andrew gets so much money from. How much money is the amount of money that you're talking about? Where you say Andrew have? How much money is that money?
Miraz, you don't know, boss? You don't know?
Bro,
you don't ask me? You don't know?
How much money is that money? You made a statement. Me want to know how much money is that money? Where you ask? How
the man what my bank, the man what my account with no money and then couple a month after how much thousands of US that are transfer into it.
Goldface.
No question. Because you don't like the man.
Goldface, you need to answer the question.
How much money?
We're not talking about open bank account. Answer the question. How much money you say Andrew have?
How much money him have?
Boy, I hold up billions in Jamaica money.
Chika.
I hold up billions in Jamaica. Hold up billions in get. And US dollars.
Bro, me say how much money? You say
we don't know exactly how much. We don't know exactly how much, but we know that hold up money transfer from one bank account to the next. You open bank account with no money. And then all of a sudden the money transfer into it.
Is it illegal to open a bank account?
No, but you know what? Me come down to open my bank account. And me come down to open my bank account.
No.
You know, illegal.
Yes or no?
But then give me one, whole list. Then give me a whole list of what I need to have.
Yes or no?
What I need to have.
So what happened to that?
What I need to have.
You are able, if them tell you, say, if them set you up Wolfie, say, carry your mother come, your granny come, carry your son come, and your daughter come, and you can carry the four of them go. That make it illegal or that make it wrong for you to do that? It no matter. If you are able, let me tell you something. I have worked in financial institution. And sometimes when I ask some people for some things and then bring all I come, can I deny them of what they come to me for? I am offering a service. So this emphasis that you're placing that the man open bank account, it's his business. Another thing that you need to know, you can open account for specific purposes. I am going to say this to you, that I have opened an account at VMBS already. I mean, but I do what I do so that the account they don't in my name, they know I'm not in there. So you're going to tell me, say, I am wrong for doing that? Another question that I am going to ask you, have you ever checked 10 years worth of money that have gone through your bank account?
Have you ever checked? Listen.
Yes. I am asking you yes or no question.
Yes, I do.
How
Yeah,
much
you're
you
lying.
take when you do 10 years
No,
and
no,
your
Chica
money
is
will
lying.
pass through your account? How much you get? You say you do it. When you do 10 years and your money will pass through your account, how much money you get?
Me not have to tell you how much money I get, but me check it.
No, but
Me
but
not
you
have to tell
see,
you
this is the
exactly what
double
me get.
standard that you guys have. You guys come here and think that the prime minister no nobody so no money enough to pass through FEMA account over the years that he has these accounts, but money to pass through phone
Yeah, let me
account.
tell you something.
These
Let me tell
are
you
the things
something.
that
Let me
you
tell you
guys come with,
something.
and
It's a
these are the
double standard.
notions that you guys have that he's
Let me tell you
nobody.
something. It's a double
Don't
standard. If
you
your
have a
salary,
double standard? You have a
if your
double
salary
standard
don't,
because you're going to come here and tell me that Mark Golin have money long time. Where Mark Golin get his money from? Where is the same Integrity Commission report that you can come and read to? We say Mark Golin get 29 million US dollars off the back of Jamaican people. Where were you? Why don't you question that?
But
Why
Chica,
you not question that? Why you not ask why Mark Golden and Peter Bunting got that money and where it came from? Your mother taxes went to Mark Golden. For what reason? For
can I
what
ask a
reason?
question, sis?
Those are the questions that you need to ask.
Can
They
I
is
ask a
investigated.
question?
you
Let me
guys
just
are
say
just
this
like
and then I
Donald
will
Trump supporter.
end.
I know say
They
nothing why do wrong because I don't
investigated the
like him.
prime minister. They investigated the prime minister for 4 years. And they never take a red cent from John Tam. How is it you're going to
All
come
right.
here
All right.
and say to me,
In
may we
in
see? What me I go see say?
investigation no concluded, you know. You know, concluded, you know, no come to a
That is
conclusion,
your
you know.
and that is your
No, so how you
opinion.
draw the conclusion then?
Investigation no come
Exactly.
to a conclusion. Wait
So
until
about
the investigation
investigation,
finish, they can talk.
or you arrive at a conclusion before the investigation itself arrives.
Exactly.
Me not write up no
You
conclusion before
arrived at it because you came
no,
here and
no,
sent
I
check
don't. Me
money.
said
You
no,
came,
so the
you
conclusion
said
is still
that.
Yes,
going.
you did. Yes, you
You
did.
said
No.
that.
Don't start lying now, sir. You came here and you say Andrew used government money enrich himself. That is your statement. Don't backtrack
That's
now.
exactly
Stand
because
up to what you say. Be a man.
his salary don't add up to the amount of money why
But
I
you
What
have.
cannot
Money
hold
say
the
his
that.
salary?
salary do not add up to the amount of
What
money
You
I
is
have.
cannot,
Andrew hold
you
the
There have
don't
to
know
be
salary?
the
there
man's
have to be some
But
business.
that's
conflict
the
of
only turn out
interest.
what is the amount
You
may
hear
not add
what
up to.
conflict
What
of
is the amount?
interest?
Bro,
You
what is
me-
the
you hear
amount
Hold
may
what
on
not
there,
add
conflict
hold
up
of
on
to?
there, hold
interest?
on there. Cool face,
Get
hold
out
on.
of here.
Hold on there. Make I mute and ask you one simple question. You say Andrew's salary don't add up to the amount we have. Two questions. What is Andrew's salary and what is the
Imran.
amount we have?
Imran.
Listen, please, can I say something to my sister Shika? Shika,
Yes, ma'am.
I love you, my dear. Chuck, me used to love you. But listen, man, if we can't see by now, this man have no information. He has no reasoning ability. He has no reason. He have no facts. He has nothing. He's coming
Sometimes
with
we have to make them know
personal
ANG say feelings they inner. Sometimes we have to
feelings.
just
Him
make
right.
them know.
Feelings.
Don't
Yeah,
take
sometimes we
Listen,
have to
I
make
will
them
take him
know
down.
ANG.
I'll take him
I
from the
him
stand.
down.
I him come down.
The first thing for me, Shika, what I take from this man is him same guy Jamaica and try to open a bank account and he's doing all these things. Well, apparently our prime minister did the right thing and he opened all his bank accounts the right way, legally. You came down, you claim, you come down and try to open bank account and you have to give them arm and leg and house and land. Well, he did the right thing and all his bank accounts were legally obtained. You can't tell us how much money he earns, how much he's worth. Nothing. But you come and you say him have all this money. How him get it? How did Mark Golden get his money? How did this white man get his money? Yeah, I don't seem to want to know that. But a black youth from the ghetto who strive
Exactly.
being somebody in life in Jamaica, our most honorable. Somebody who we can look up to, my grandkids and my kids can say, I want to be like him. He came from nothing to something. We Jamaicans seem to want to fight and that and find reasons to bring him
The
down.
man say Mark Golden rich long time. From where? From what?
Tika.
Okay, Mark Golden rich long time. What
The
me say this
greatest
for, sir?
part, he keep
Mark
changing his
Golden rich.
story. So how can you have
Mark
a
Golden rich.
conversation with somebody who is changing his story?
Mark Golden rich long time, Churchill. Where
Yeah.
him get riches from? Him a white man. Where white people get riches from? Let us dive down a little bit. Where white people get riches from?
Slavery.
Off the back
Oh,
of slavery.
so it is okay for him have that, but not okay for Andrew have him when work for. Come on,
That's
you're
why
to be
I say
kidding me.
it boils down to a level of bad mind, envy, and covetousness.
Exactly, Chuck.
It is okay for Mark Golden to have money, but something wrong with Andrew having it.
My next question
I
to him
agree.
was,
You see, even though some of the time we have to call them up and expose them argument, make people where listen, no say, yeah, man, a foolish is them attack.
But you know, guys, 2025 is looking bright. But we look forward because
What's forward we have to church?
all them a talk about how things are gonna. We know what happened in 2024 with the weather and the hurricane. 2025 is looking much brighter right now, and
I'm
that
going
makes
to
sense.
share. I'm going to share something with you guys. Squash, the artist Squash. Squash spent 1 year, or I think a little bit more than a year in jail. You know why? Because them say he was being investigated and them say I'm a troublemaker or whatever. In a real life, this is real story. And the moment he was released from jail, you know, not prison, jail, that's when I think he crossed the border and went overseas. And you know why Squash are there prison today? Because them investigate him so till then cannot find anything. They couldn't find anything to send him to prison. You know what was the word on the street? A ghetto youth. A fight ghetto youth. Tell me the correlation between Squash and the Prime Minister.
Lashik, I'm glad you raised that because look here, what these men do, right? They draw a conclusion based on what they believe, not what they know.
And then they go look evidence to back it up.
All right, them try find the evidence after, right? Them draw them own conclusions. It's not the conclusion. It's not the investigations or the research what them do that lead to them drawing that conclusion. You know, them start with the conclusion, then go do the research and try find something to pin them. These are
and the only reason. The
when
only
it's
reason.
them, and when it's one of their own, right? Right? It's treated like that. You're here, so get to youth, I get a fight. What they don't know, Andrew, the same get to youth right now where I get a fight. And they are not seeing it as a fight, right?
Exactly.
Because
and the only reason make Andrew lock up in a jail for 4 years, you know why? Because they can't do it.
Exactly.
You understand me?
You know,
Andrew, let us switch roles. Make Squash be the Prime Minister and Andrew be Squash. Andrew would have been in jail for 4 years. There is no evidence. We said this man is a criminal. You understand what I say? There is no evidence. Me just want to understand. I am coming, guys. Me just want to understand what me say. You understand me? Them say the system did a fight Squash, right? When they locked him up for a year plus. What is the system doing to Andrew Holness?
And that is why I keep saying they don't realize that this is just a system that is against Andrew, right? And we know why they do it.
But guys,
all the time. Why,
listen,
Church?
when we have to project Andrew onto Jamaican people on a whole. Andrew represents Jamaica. It represents the Jamaican people. And why Andrew is fighting so much for the Jamaican people, and they want to sabotage that fight. You have to understand, Andrew is looking out for the Jamaican people. And who is going to, I wouldn't say suffer, but he knows it's the set of people who not gonna make as much money as they would. And that's what's going on. It's a class fight going on in Jamaica right now. There's certain elites who don't want to see the common people rise, which Andrew Holness is trying to do. And they're pushing back against that. You must open your eyes and see that.
And it's going over the heads of many nations. Andrew, I get the biggest fight. Hold on, let me
over and over.
Andrew,
why are they doing this?
Andrew, I get the biggest fight.
Question.
The biggest
Judith,
fight.
the foresight. Judith, we still have over $3 million. You can come tell me where the evidence there. where the Prime Minister thieved the money. The money is still available. Over $3 million. Come and tell us where the money there. You see lots of evidence is there about how the thief.
And a
So
three
come.
at 10. And a 3 at 10 million.
Them need to come. Well, let me tell you something. Them no realize what the media do with Andrew, you know. The media is not talking on their behalf, you know. It's not on the behalf of the common man the media is talking. The media is talking on behalf of the establishment. There is nothing in it for them. Some are joining a fight when I have nothing to do with them. They are joining a fight against Andrew, right? From which you have no benefit for the common man, right? So them are help now. I fight Andrew and I realize them Andrew I fight for. Andrew have to fight with the media and I want to struggle with the media. For them same one where I join with the media. Because if he was serving the interests of the elites, as we'll say, there would be no fight. You don't hear about nothing about no statutory declaration and all of that. Right? And that is what them don't understand. And you have some people feel like, say, look here, because my next question to him was, I don't know where him there foreign. I'm going to say, look here, if I feel that you're doing shoplifting at foreign, does it mean that you're actually guilty of shoplifting? Because me feel so?
Let me say something to Judith Thompson in the chat. You see, so my time when people open their mouth, they find out that some of them is just, there's a term in Jamaica named pretty duns. In a foreign, they say if you ever put lipstick on a pig, it is still a pig. Now, again, the value of Jamaica's economy is $3.2 trillion. So when you come here and you tell us that $3 trillion missing, you are proven to be, I'm looking for something other than a jackass to call it, but I can't find nothing. So you are proven to be a jackass who just go out there go repeat things because you hear it.
Exactly.
You have been speaking for a while and several persons have come in the box and tell us where the evidence is about the $3 trillion. And you are unable to do that.
Jackassness, Joe? Jackassness?
Yes, jackassness. It means you don't look like a jackass, but you have the behavior of one. Check it, man. It's in the dictionary. Chops beat them in general. Right? It means you're not a jackass, but you act like one. Right? Jamaica don't have any space for $3 trillion to go missing. $3 trillion missing in Jamaica. Jamaica collapse. Public sector would not be paid. No hospital would have fixed. No hospital could have fixed. No school could have make. No road could have repair. None of that could have happened with $3 trillion being missing from Jamaica. So anytime we hear anybody with that argument, we know that is that duns, that is a PMP duns that lacks the ability to put a thought together in their own head.
But you really think them believe that, Chuck? Or you think them just try to, sell that argument? Some of them I don't think them honestly believe that. It's just mischief. And that's why sometimes I entertain them. Anybody believe that?
They do.
Anybody believe that?
There's a situation, where you can repeat a lie so often that you start to believe it. Yes. You can repeat a lie so often that you start to believe it yourself. And that is the case with enough of the PMP. Yes. The first day they know it was a lie. But then it becomes so, they repeat it so much time that it becomes their truth.
Start believe it.
They start believe it themselves.
But let me tell you something. As Chuck say, a lot of time,
want to on defense instead of offense.
A lot of times they realize, so when them say something, you get attraction. And this is one of the case, I believe.
Right. But the problem is that many people overseas, and this is why sometimes we have to try to balance the response with many people overseas. We go on YouTube And then we see a video entitled, Government Can't Account for $3 trillion. And they will not, because when they click on the video now, they say the video is 2 hours long. Nobody's going to sit and watch a 2-hour video. But based on the title of that video, they're going to go away with the impression, my God, the government of Jamaica can't account for $3 trillion. Right?
Exactly.
And that is the problem we face. And I
think everybody are trying to do that.
Yes, there are people and the media who have genuine questions and genuine concern, who just want to know that something I want me here goes off with you or not. So
Chuck, there's a new argument that, well, it is not new, but we know where it is coming from. Me and had a showdown with Hugh Richards, me and Gusto, and I think Churchill came after, right? That in August there was supposed to 864 murders, and right after that, the how the data was being presented, it used to be weekly. Now after it started present monthly, and they are saying the average people murder per week would have been 40, and when you do the calculations, it is not correct. So I think before you came, Churchill, I don't know if you were there, so me and Gusto, I say, present the data to back up your argument. Which division? They are saying that the numbers are being suppressed. So we were asking, where is that information? Which part uno get the data for say the information is being suppressed? Chuck, up until now, it's always feelings. It's always what me think. It's always it looks so. It's always me see that the other day, so I must so it go.
Yeah, man, I always look and sound to them. It's not what it is. Nobody interested. Nobody interested in what it is. Everybody interested in what it is.
How long now we don't know the PMP them? The PMP party.
It's been a while.
All right. The PMP always like I say them thing that. The man always like want to have your pants on defense. Even when they know the truth.
It's not about defense, you know. It's about, as I said earlier, there are people who pass here every day who see the clickbait them. See the clickbait headline. See the headline frankly, you know, where said damning report about the Prime Minister when there's nothing in it about the Prime Minister. So those things now are out there and people are see them, right? So when persons come and have a genuine question and say, boy, I see this power platform, it goes on. Me hear some people are saying this, it goes on. Now, we can't ignore them and say, just like the gentleman come and they must ask a question. Him answer is, you know already. That can't be our answer.
Yes, sir, may I say?
Right? As she got everybody say, we have a well of a reservoir of information.
Yeah, because I say, look how much money the Prime Minister have when he gets so much money. When me ask, how much money him have?
How much money? He can't answer.
He can't tell you. So you ask with an amount of money that you don't know.
That you don't know.
Him not know that.
You don't know.
He just speculate. He speculation.
And you could only have $1.
Yes. Him not interested in knowing.
He's not interested in knowing.
What it look like, but it's not what it is. They are not interested in what it is, you know. Them interested in what it appears to be.
They're interested to get power. That's all I'm interested in. To get power.
And sure, the media knows this. And this is how the media manipulate the mind of the people. Because they know so once they put out certain headlines, people are going to go by what it sound like. It sound bad. What it appears to be. Nobody will take the time to see what it really is. Nobody.
You know, the next argument I heard, and me did have to laugh, you know. The man, One Teeth Cole, say the removal of the GCT, it's not going to benefit people because it's going to take $100 off, probably $160 off your utility, off your light bill, and that is just to pay your fare go. if somebody give me $160 to pay my fare and me can save my $160, isn't that beneficial?
But let me put it this way. It was the same PMP.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same PMP that when the GCT was originally added, in I think it was 2010 when it was added, it was the same PMP that says, oh my God, they're going to kill poor people is. So how now that it is being reduced, all of a sudden now poor people are killed again?
If there are people like him go benefit Chuck.
For the follow PMP now brain.
All right, Lashika, you see so many times still?
Hold on, let me respond to Omalo. Omalo, you see, some little people on TikTok can make that call there. Nah, no effect, you know. The people, then we can't, the only set of people who can make that call and they have an effect is the persons that sit down and say them a civic group or media practitioners. Me, as a little TikToker, my friend, them with them on TikTok and we make their call every day. It have no effect.
But Omalo need to take the step as well when he call the radio station that he can talk about that as well. Not only bash the government and talk about government policies, he can talk about that as well. He can balance it out by doing that.
Yes. Omala, I am expecting to hear you Monday morning asking Cliff Hughes about these things, sir.
Exactly.
All right, so
Lashika,
you see sometimes still, as me I say, sometimes I think we don't need no long answer, no long response to them things. When I come with, what the JLP do, it not gonna be that not enough, or that not gonna help the poor man answer. Just ask them one question, man. What did the PNP do about it that was better than what the JLP is doing now?
I used to ask them today, me say, Gusto beat them. Gusto say, uno said the economy no good now, nothing happen now. What did you guys do with food time when uno say it was booming? Tell me what uno do. Me say, we rob them this morning, you see?
PNP will tell you that a 50% effort to improve something, right, is not enough. When they
zero.
Foresight, we have 4 quarters in a year. 4 quarters in a year. The year cut in 4 quarters. Starting the report that the economy will decline in the 3rd quarter. Not the 4th quarter, you know, the 3rd quarter. And that is the see that we're telling you, it's just 1 quarter out of 4. So that means there is growth in the other 3 quarters.
Right.
But I asked this morning, what about the other 20 that we had before? Or does the 1 quarter where there's a negative growth, or where there's a negative growth, right? Does it take precedence over the 20 that we had? And nobody answered that question.
Exactly. That's all I have to compare.
Yeah, we had 20 before, 20 to 1. You want to tell me, say, the one go come mash up everything? That means that we never make no gains. Right? Your argument has no substance.
There was 20 unbroken quarter of economic growth before COVID.
Yeah, they're trying to portray.
When the PNP said the JLP is not doing enough, take them back to when the PNP was in power and say, what were you guys doing, right, that were better? Take them back to them time.
But we cannot deal with the current record, you know. They're trying to say there's a recession when they have no idea at all what is a recession. The fact of the matter is, Jamaica's production GDP this year is still above what it was last year. You can't call it a recession. You have to have 3 quarters of continuous decline that you call a recession.
Because they want a recession. They want a recession. They want countries to be corrupt, right? They want the crime to increase. Everything that's bad for Jamaica, that's what the PNP want. So if it's not happening, they are going to make it up.
Let me hear some terms and then so on, all right? So that's what they come and repeat. And you're right, they don't know what they mean.
So
They
in a
don't know how
recession,
you get a recession.
and nobody now get laid off and nobody now get fired.
No,
The business
no, Chuck,
all
them a
that.
force it, them a rush the recession, them a rush it. Just like how the man come now and have a findings and say, where Andrew get so much money from? Before me even know how much money Andrew have.
Exactly.
And then at the end of the day now, after him said that, him a say, oh, wait for the investigation. So, you gone way at the end of the so-called investigation to draw a conclusion. When the investigation itself
Yes.
not complete. That's how they do, they rush the failures. They might anticipate some failure and I hope for it, and if them don't see it, them are gonna make it up.
At 8 years now, them a look for the failure and can't find it.
And can't find it.
Right? 8 years now. But
When PNP
can't find the failure, them result are here we do. Make we make people bad minding for what have.
exactly. That's the whole campaign.
No one mark no untouch.
My thing when I try to figure out, I can't understand why PMP still has a PMP after all what them do Jamaica.
Because of the media create a narrative out there, right, to bring down the prime minister.
No, but all them sit to the PMP, then see where all them freedom when people mash up the country and do all these things
No,
and then still has a PMP.
People are not led by what them see, brother. As a matter of fact, let me just say this. People are not led by what them see. It's not what people see and know. It's what you get people to believe. And that is why I was saying, you can't just, a man can't be thief because you feel say I'm a thief. He must be thief because you know say I'm a thief. But PNP no need to know. Right? And they will choose to feel that way too. Because I'm a PNP. And then the media help now the masses to feel that way. They know it's not a fact. Margoling not interested in a statutory declaration. I'm not have no problem with Andrew's statutory declaration.
Into not at all.
But it's to get people to feel that way. And guess what? You go over the head of many people in the country. Because well, a lot of people seeing it clearly now as a witch hunt. Right? And that is why they wanted to rush the election before people start realizing what this is about.
Yeah, right.
Because between now and the election, a lot of people are going to open up. And they're going to see now the attempt, right, to be one of targeting Andrew rather than a genuine concern about corruption.
We want to know who corrupt first, right? We want to know who corrupt. A stop order was placed on the PNP councillors building in November. And by when was the opening winner? Or when again them have the opening of the building? By time PNP reaching then, not even a year good, and the corruption start. See the mayor, they try put together documents to say building was approved and whatever, while no permit was approved. If them
because
want
no corruption. Because where's the
that
media
is just
to run with
start.
it? Where's the
That
media
is
to run
just the
with it?
start of it. That is just a little drop in the bucket, not even 1 year
But you
good.
know, I get the kind of media coverage with the lives them I get.
You know, see when it drop in a December, in a the peak Christmas Eve.
Look here, the media not care about no corruption in our country.
Them care about Andrew and the JLP.
If the media didn't care about corruption, all of them would have done a KSSC right now a question.
Exactly.
Right? What them would have asked now is why Mr. Garden Company sit down for 14 government contract. Remember when Mr. Archer did get one? How them run it in the news? This conflict. Archer's funeral home, people have to travel too far.
It was open 2 months ago.
As the church said earlier, it's a class.
But you know what, Winner, I think I'm going to look into this, and probably can help me as well. Is it illegal for him to get all these contracts though? Because he enriched himself from government contracts. So I am asking the question now, what was the process for him in obtaining these contracts?
That is where we have to question. What did he go into a proper bidding process?
Right. Were they listed in the newspaper and nobody came forward?
Interesting. Those are the questions we have to ask of Mr. God. If there's one thing we know for a fact is that Mr. Garden is not afraid to go around the rules. He's not afraid to go around the rules. So did he obtain 14 government, and I think I understand it's more than 14. Did he obtain 14 government contracts going through the proper process? If so, since Mr. Archer, being a friend of Christopherson, made him ineligible for that contract, does the fact that Mr. Gardner is a sitting councillor in the KCC, does that preclude him from getting those contracts? Is there a conflict of interest? Where is Mark Golden on this?
Yes, but you see the difference.
know.
Well, and you see the difference. You see the difference between we and them. Do Chuck, we are asking questions now and waiting for answers. The PNP come up with answers and wait for and then ask questions, right? If for the PNP, you know, the PNP them draw a conclusion long time and all them questions that we are asking, you know, the PNP would have don't have answer if it was the other way around, you know. And that is the problem with them. Them run with some narratives. And when you start questioning them and ask them for the evidence, they can't provide the evidence.
I am only interested in making sure that my tax dollars are being spent above board, right? For one man, and this is not something new to the PNP, you know. This is not something new to the PNP. This has been their practice. I remember they had a man back in the days named Vincent Lawrence,
yeah.
Who at one time Moti called him the executive director of Jamaica. Yes. There was one time he sold himself a 4-story building in Montego Bay for $4 million.
Jaja.
These are the kind of behavior where the PNP go on with over the years. All right, Angel, later. These are the kind of behavior them go on with. And that's why I said it has been proven.
Chuck, I am going to send you something and I want you to read it in regards to the questions that we just asked. Okay?
All right. Because I don't know who tells Sheikah so me can read it, but me try. Yeah, man. But listen, everything that the PNP has accused this government of always turned out to be something of their doing. Right? They say Andrew make house without permit. We see
say that again, because just say that again.
Everything that the PNP accused this government of is something that they have done or are doing.
That is their strategy.
Them accuse Andrew, say Andrew House build breach in a permit. When we look closely, we see who make building without permit. Them accuse Andrew, say Andrew have fun hide up overseas. We see who have fun hide up overseas. Say Andrew get rich.
Me hear somebody on another live asking the question if the brother the does if he has any investment in the same Dennis Garden complex. I didn't hear the answer to that. Does anyone know about that?
I don't know if DAS have any investment in it, but it would not be far-fetched to think so.
Well, the guy was asking as if that's the case, so I'm not going to repeat it, but I just want to know.
But let me read this as it relates to Dennis Garden's contract. Under Jamaican law, it is illegal for a politician to benefit from government contracts due to strict anti-corruption measures designed to prevent conflict of interest and to ensure transparency while in office. The Integrity Commission Act of 2017 consolidates laws related to prevention of corruption and promotion of ethical conduct among public officials, including parliamentarians. The Act established the Integrity Commission, which oversees the awarding and execution of government contracts, prevent public officials from improperly benefiting from them. So if I am to read this right, if I am reading and I'm understanding right, it says under Jamaican laws, it is illegal for politician. Is Dennis Gardner a politician?
But Chuck, that's not, is that a government building? Not government.
No, it says government contract. Dennis Gardner Company holds 14 contracts from government.
Yeah.
If under
Okay.
Jamaican law, it is illegal for politicians to benefit from government contract, then isn't it a fact that Dennis Gardner is breaking the law as we speak?
For sure. For sure.
It's a big story. I should be one.
This, you have to study this thing in the words of Serpi. This has got to be studied.
Yeah, man.
Under Jamaican law, it is illegal for politicians to benefit from government contract. So hold on, let me read something else.
I expect more because what? The big bad mocha is now involved in that matter.
Yes.
Okay. So we expect more than just a million bricks in our country to come out of it.
Yes. But let me read.
The PNP in opposition,
These are all the contracts that I've confirmed that them have. Them have contract at Montego Bay Airport, Falmouth Hospital, Petrojam Montego Bay, Custom G West, Custom Cargo, Custom Baggage Hall, Harmony Beach Editorial, KPH, UE, Bustamante Children, Mandeville Hospital, Petrojam Kingston, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Dennis Gardner is a politician. Dennis Gardner owns Jagden Group of companies. So Dennis Gardner is a lawbreaker sitting in the council and KCC.
Mm-hmm. But isn't this historical, Chuck?
Very.
Even when the PNP is in opposition, them can have a government.
Them have government scandal. Papa Jesus. Even in opposition, the PNP managed to get government scandal.
And if we're going to say that they had these contracts before the IC Act, now that the IC Act came in place in 2017, these contracts should have been revisited, right? So even so, it's still illegal.
So where
hold on, Chuck, did you add Southern and
no, I don't have Southern Regional Health. No. So them have contract Sierra too.
And Scientific Research Council.
16 that. 16 government contract held by Jagden Group, owner Dennis Gardner, councillor for the PNP, and soon to be caretaker. I might take over Central West. I forget what the constituency is. Me now. But I'm going to take over Peter Phillips as the caretaker.
Jampro.
I am thankful to that member of the PNP who blew the whistle at Mr. Gardner.
Hold on, the Otorius fish, the Otorius fishing village.
Otorius.
Is that Jamaica thing that?
No, that's not on my list.
Jamaica promotion company Jampro.
Jampro, not on my list.
Falmouth Hospital.
Yes, me have Falmouth Hospital.
Norman Manley and Sangster International.
Yeah, me have those.
Maypen.
No, I had Sangsters, but not normal. Not Monday.
All right, let me see. You have KPH.
You have KPH.
Bustamante for children.
Yes.
Maypen.
Not Maypen. I have Mandeville, but not Maypen.
Maypen too.
So
probably Maypen will fall under C right now, guys.
It will fall under C.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Partners Interventional Center of Jamaica and Falmouth.
So are we saying that Jagden Group has the cleaning contract for all of the hospitals in Jamaica?
Yep.
That is a massive contract, you know.
And knowing how Westmoreland State, don't be in disbelief if they have the one for Westmoreland. I mean, I know if Westmoreland would have fallen under Western Regional.
Yes.
So.
But if him have Falmouth Hospital.
Remember that there. Remember that.
Yes. That will mean that him have that too.
Remember that Jack then. Remember that Jack then employs a lot of people. Jack then employs both Labour Right and PNP. Jack then is a super employer. But notwithstanding that, if it is that they are acquiring or obtaining these contracts without due process, irrespective of which political party.
Jack, our problem is not with Jack then company. Our problem is with Dennis Garden.
Well, Dennis Garden
and
represents
remember
Jack
that.
He's the CEO.
So he needs to either step away from Jack then or step away from the PMP.
Right, because he has the influence, Chops. He has the ability to influence the granting of the contract.
Nothing is wrong with Jack then obtaining government contracts.
Yes.
But the question must be asked, especially in the case where he would have had direct influence on the process involving the approval for building contracts. That building that was constructed in Crossroads here there was proven wealth. One of the financier of that building, our Jack then was liquid enough to construct such a structure. And the question is, who are the tenants? Who are the tenants that are currently occupying a building that is unknown whether or not it's safe? We don't know if the fire authorities approve the structure. We don't know if it meets building code. But there are obviously some tenants in there. There might be corporate tenants. My apologies, guys. It might be corporate tenants in there as well. Who are those tenants? Who is going to find out who are the tenants down there?
It looks like
because
the TikTokers don't forget to do it, you know.
When the TikTokers will find it out, who are the tenants that occupy the unauthorized structure? Because we believe in building houses and building plazas and big building. We love that. But we want to make sure that these buildings are safe, and not just safe, but they are constructed. They are constructed, based on the regulations of the parish code.
Right. But as I say, our problem is not with
our soldiers, because we can't rely, Chuck, we can't rely on the traditional media to unearth or make the connection between Dennis Garden Company and Proven, We can't rely on them. So we will have to do our research now to dig and to investigate and find out if Proven Wealth, whose top dog is the leader of the PNP, and Jack Den, whose top dog is a candidate and a member of the PNP and a member of the municipal corporation, if those two companies have any connection whatsoever. So that is something that...
Chaps, you open a can of room there, so we're so big, you see, man, they might overrun Jamaica.
Well, I'm just saying,
A company that is linked directly to Mark Golding was an investor in an illegal construction.
I don't know, Chuck. I'm just asking.
I don't know. I'm just asking the question.
Isn't Proven a publicly listed company?
Yes.
And it's Proven is a publicly listed company.
I am going to call my good friend at a certain radio station and say, look into this for me.
Yes.
Right?
But you can't depend.
To look into it.
You can't depend on the radio station to find these things out, So we know the underground media, we'll have to find these things out and dig into it. But there might be something there. Look into it, Chuck. I know you have some very astute researchers here.
Of course. Of course, that can be found easily. I believe It doesn't far-fetched, as we know that Mark Golding, who once on the public platform said, any member of the PNP find themselves under investigation have to resign. Did Mark Golding make that statement?
Well, yes, but according to him, there's a law that governs the PNP and there's a law that governs the JLP. For example, and you made mention of it earlier, Mark Golding is allowed to have offshore bank account and his money hidden in offshore facilities and to hold this down. Mark Golding is allowed to turn over billions of dollars of asset to his grown above 18 or his grown adult son, but Andrew Holness cannot. Mark Golding is allowed to be a multi-millionaire, billionaire, but Andrew cannot be a millionaire. I don't know. There is one law for Golding and one law for Holness.
No, we have to paint it different than that, chaps. It's not about Golding and Holness. It's one law for that white man and one for the rest of it.
Well, I don't want to go down the white man rule. I would leave that to you if you want to go the white man rule.
Well, chaps, that is the road that is forming in front of us. We have to walk down it.
But chaps, the man was just here a while ago, and he said where Andrew got his money from, and we said where Mark Golding got his money from, and he said, "Oh, Mark Golding rich long time, so it has to be a black and white situation. It cannot be anything else."
Anything else?
Yes, it's a sin if we were to acquire wealth in this country.
Yes.
I don't have a problem with Dennis Garden being rotten rich or being a billionaire. I don't care about that because I want more millionaire like Dennis Garden. But I want us to acquire our wealth through honest means and not on the back of the poor, not through illegal activities or breaching government codes in order to get wealthy. I don't support that. Pay the municipal corporation what is due to them.
That's true.
Pay what is due to them, Mr. Garden. Pay it. And I don't understand, Chuck and others, what is going to be the course of action at this stage? Because if it is that it turns out that Jack Den has no permit, not just breach of a permit, but having no permit, how is that going to be dealt with? What is going to be the course of action where the building is concerned? Can anybody explain that to me?
I would think
the
course of action is demolition. A building that is not deemed to be safe for human occupation or for human to occupy must be demolished for the sake of the public.
I think Sean is trying to say something. Shane. Oh, Shane.
Good afternoon, Shane.
Yeah, bless. Me just there still and I listen to the item, cause me original love my green thing. Remember, green is the color of will, You see me, empowerment. So I say is when I read in the media is that man them a try to do some retroactive thing to try make a thing sort out. You don't know me and the whole of them link up.
And that is why Shane, the media is reporting that there is a breach of permit. But what we have is not a breach of permit.
Let me show you something still. It's for me, me not so young, I kind of understand, you see me. I'm working in a government, I can tell you that. From 02, I did it. From PNP time. See? Now one thing me know, PNP create garrison in a society, in a government, that are socialist, that are, if you don't know socialist strategy, of a garrisonize government. Socialism lean to communism, where a party over God. So it's against that they know. What them are going to do is have all of them agents in them places, but you have to overs. Me overs how my PM do things. Cause I'm smart. Him give you the rope and make you hang yourself.
One thing, you know, we have to do the thing above board. Just as all what the idea that I said before, nothing wrong with contract, all of them thing, but you can't fleece the system. For example, if me know say I'm a virgin and you have a company where can fix the road. If when me tell you say here what me say in terms of NWA sales and testing and everything, this you want for this road, yeah, you are gonna feel like you want to go around here and come tell me say you go around here. No, me not go here. And that Bruce is say that we promote. Because that make the thing look above board. That not even look, it is above board. Because if me, there's nothing wrong with me, my friend who is qualified, if me feel like if me prefer him. But something wrong for prefer my friend, just through my friend, and him not qualified to do the work.
You mean if
That's
a friend meet the requirement?
And that's where the conflict of interest come in. That's why certain laws in place. But me not don't quote me upon this, but one line of my system that tell me say why she respect bro God because bro God kind of make certain laws where even me as a civil servant with my skills, me can register a private company, do me work once me not breach certain things. So that's why I say what I say and I comment and feel. I don't know if I say it for truth, but to all me see thing I run, I must say it for truth because, you know, me feel JLP I try set a thing where politicians can know say I work as civil servants you know them I work as civil servants, but you're not to rob the public purse for rich.
That is it.
So
Yeah,
if you're Indian, if you suppose you're Indian, you can go on conference or you go to a conference and meet a top man where sell drone and him love you. The facts that government are give the opportunity to go to the conference and meet the top man who sell the drone for love. Me the geographic information systems, me and him can link. It's a private company that already government coffers now forget rob. But I true me depend in a government work, me go meet him and then we do the thing above board. Even if me can bid for contract, yes, so me can go down a chariot place. Cause right now as labor, right? Africa welfare free. Me can tell her that the same thing that me comment with the same thing with Charor them do. I did it we do. I just through historical reality different. Where them
We don't have
we not have to take it to guns and bullets.
we
can
don't
do the
have
republic.
the natural resources
We can and Africa have more natural resources. So for them, for them the colonial I go still enough for them thing. But why me say the same thing, draw the parallel, listen, draw the parallel. We are go republic. So the same mentality with the pan. Andrew, where they may review a thing pan TikTok or BBC. When the Duchess them come here, Andrew go say, boy, right now, we say colonialism and slavery. But guess what? Jamaica is moving on. When me hear that, all the BBC have to say, boy, when the man said that a big boy
if them offended,
the same thing Africa said now. Charori, all of them.
Exactly, and that is a problem. That is the bigger problem.
And found that very offensive.
Exactly.
But
even the reporter said
we can't be about them on the offense, no, because right now, if we not do this, extinct, then what we get, are gone back in some kind of neo-colonialism, So we can have a survival mode now for we, Marcus Gab. Remember when me and Stephen are talking at 07 and when me checking JLP manifesto in 2007 Bruce, it was right. Stephen said, Doug, say, most I manifesto because him did integral in it. The man I said most I manifesto where you see the thing them in a JLP them time there. Marcus Garvey me try. I remember say Stephen Garvey before politics now. You understand? And that him said them time there. Them time when we go down a Belmont Road, the Ethiopian flag, original Orthodox Ethiopian flag with the lion draped over the G2K door. Me not talk no little flag, one big original flag that can rise up and pole. Then
I remember that flag, Shane.
Then Shane, a lot of people go over the entire that the Jamaican people, a lot of them don't know says Andrew Jones is really a Garveyite.
Yeah, man.
That's part of the reason why I get so much fight.
Because them no one black
with that report
free, brother, and then a lot of us down here is choose so quick for propaganda. And why you think me not like PNP, my brother? Cause
And that's
Shane,
why
PNP,
the
Shane, and
disappointed
me
foresight.
tell
Rasta
you,
in the
it's
country.
no, hold on, me soon come off, cause me have to do, but
No,
me I say, it's a PNP pray on the illiteracy of Jamaicans, and at that, me not appreciate that about them. Them come and say you love poor people like them a try to program you.
Deceive them. Deceive them.
Shane,
Subliminal,
my
you
office
know
said
about
this to you
subliminal
before you come
seduction,
off,
like a
Shane.
reverse psychology. Me love poor
Shane, my
people, so
office
you're
said
not
this
even
to you
bother want
before you
rich
come
again.
off.
You're
Shane,
not
my
even
office
bother
said this
want
to you
pre-rich.
before
You
you
just
come off. At first you come up here, so. Or at first me I hear you.
yeah.
And you just I guess you just cemented everything that we have been saying here on a daily. You see, from
Yeah,
your
man.
educated, your office the Labour Party.
Yeah,
Listen
man.
to
Yeah.
how you speak. You hear what you say? You say me can go at the conference as a civil worker. You see what you look on? A civil servant worker privilege that you're going to get. Big up
Yeah.
yourself, youth. You see the opportunity. You're not half a thief. Me love
No.
that. Me respect you. Me da
You're not
listen to you all
affected.
the time. Big up
And that,
yourself.
yeah, man.
Go and say what you say. But me have to say it. Me I listen to
Yeah,
you.
man. I just that may I say that
About the
and
about the report, though, I want to say something on it. Because I mean, Oles made a very profound statement in that when it was addressing the Dukes, right? And he
yeah.
said, we are moving on to fulfilling our true ambitions.
Yes.
Now you see, the word the true ambition, basically, when I tell us that the ambitions, them what we have fulfilled all the while wasn't really
Really,
ours.
no.
Wasn't really our true ambition.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And him say we are going to move on as a developed and prosperous nation. Right? And we
But
are
what did
proud
he
of our
say in his
achievements.
New Year's message? What did he say in his New Year's message? Him say him hope that Jamaica can accomplish them true potential this year. That's what he
Exactly.
said. So he reiterated that very said message. He might
Yeah.
tell you so we have a
People not
republic
listen to the
today.
Prime Minister. People
Yeah.
not listening and
All
connecting with
right.
the dots.
I can say something to consolidate this before I come off.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
You see the recovery where we're upon? It start from '07 and the decline it start from '89. When me a first swam, you see me and Gilbert come and Mrs. Siaga. Gilbert come and Mrs. Siaga bring back the country within 1 year. And then, a couple months after that, them vote him out. And then what Manley did was switch the fiscal. I remember say Siaga Harvard graduate in almost finance or accounts or so. Them and the fiscal policy did up. It Singapore come adapt. Me can tell you that. And not what PNP did put. That in the 60s where Siaga did have it Singapore see and come in the 70s take care and run with
Why,
it.
Shane?
Tough.
Yeah,
Yo,
what
you see from them time, you see what Manley did? Manley changed the fiscal policy. You know one good thing me get to Peter Phillips. Them never change the fiscal policy. It look like them see the mistake what Manley make. The only thing
The
Peter
DNA,
Phillips
brother.
did was,
The harm
you see the macroeconomics of it, him change it from Jamaica debt exchange to national debt exchange. Because me want him have him look a PNP swing on it. But the same trajectory. Remember say PNP carry from IMF, boldly carry from IMF, we go up on Wall Street, we go rob Wall Street. Because it's easier for rob Wall Street Bank than IMF. See a guy only man to take IMF money when me know of in a history. And say I cannot recall IMF have just hold that you see me. That's why I want that for me for life. You understand what I say? Do what you want to do and run in country. When IMF I say this a fiscal policy, say I say no, this I go do it because we want the dollar remain stable and rare. And yeah, you understand what I say? So you see from them time
Can't
till
go back
now,
to them blueprint.
you
You
see,
cannot go back to them blueprint. Yeah.
you see where we're there now. Remember in 18 years, PNP cumulatively have about 18 to 24 years of ruling. 18 straight.
32 and a half, Shane. 32 and a half.
Yeah, 32 and a half. Something like so. You understand? Cumulatively. You understand? So at the end of the day, what I try to say is, what we then know, you say Manley never did change where Siaga did set, uno there so now I try. Because what we are doing now, in the 90s, all of them things should happen when the economy did a boom and we should have benefited all of them things under PJ if I did this a fiscal policy. JLP, even don't know, they come like them just always blessed with man who have numbers. Because Siaga did have more numbers Nigel Clark can have numbers. Favor have numbers. You understand what I say? So when I say numbers, I mean for them education thing in a numerology or them something. You understand?
Better manager
Them
the economy, man.
accountant
Yeah.
or them yeah, one next big one. I me can't remember it now, but them man they are numbers people. Them man they can where we would have find complex Nigel Clark can simply look on you. All you have to do, all him have to do have the numbers and get census, look for how much population, look how it set out who are work, where are we, and just simply all in our mind work out how much money if you do this and that to make it happen. When it look complex to it. You get what I deal with? So at the end of the day, that bill level we start, it start from them time then at 07 I come now. PNP never
It's called the Jamaica Fiscal Responsibility Act.
back, yeah.
Yes.
You see, for me, you see when Mark Golden and them man they represent. First of all, I even appreciate all the fish pot thing. Cause them say we have fish there everywhere. But we not advertise it. You not gonna hear Andrew come and say, big up any fishman, big up by anniversary. We not do that. You just know you hold your corner, do what you have to do, and just hold the little rems and about that too. We work with them. But just hold the little rems. We are Gallus
Mind
party.
that.
From me know myself, we are Gallus party, my brother. You get what I say? But if you stay so we work with you. But what me not like with them is that them want to carry in them thing there. Them want to trick you. And them, because when me hear one new brand, when me hear enough of them bloggers, I say, go get away. Because where they see them support Trump. And I say, oh, no, support Trump. I celebrate for Trump and Kamala aligned politically. Both are on socialist democratic parties. One of them on the center left with them, we and the Republicans are more the center right. So how is it that una big up? Me hear the blogger say, oh, we are now what? Progressive capitalist. So me say to me comment and reply and say, careful of that word progressive. Because me can tell you that progressive thing that means oh you're gonna start thing to be fish pot, girl can be boy, boy can be girl. You know? All of them things there. So it's like them a try for. So you see this thing where them a try even for say they love poor people. PNP fall from that grace where Michael Manley they come from with that pure socialist thing there. Cause the one mistake Michael Manley really made to me was to go brand himself internationally as an enemy of CIA when him know Jamaica a small fry. You understand? You cannot do those things. Even if you go deal with Cuba, you have to deal with it like how you say Andrew deal with it or Siaga deal with it. The few things when you scrutinize it, you have to approve it internationally. We're not gonna come on the stage and say, oh, I am this, I am that, I am this, and I that. Most thing we're gonna brave to come and say, we Andrew say no. We want to be our own destiny. But we're not gonna come and tell us we want to follow back of your destiny. Because when them time when CIA come down from Jamaica, Israel left for bail out Jamaica with the last $13 million. Not even Russia nor none of them top Russia man they will come behind you now. That's why even with Charori, all of them man, them feel say we figure down there. We know we're in the West so Barbados, all of we are pre-free in our diaspora, and we present down there now. We mind everything, because enough of we more exposed to modern education, so we can go show them certain things, rather than Russian and white boy. And that me believe in. And me believe say my Labour Party, I set the footprint there too. Them say a buster the coral garden. Well, me say God work in mysterious way. Just like how him turn Saul in a Paul. At the same party where they say kill Rasta. Well, I it we are turning a Paul and become free. And I me see man them a move. And the trajectory where Bruce come say better tomorrow. Better Jamaica. You understand what I say? And we say prosperity. Straight forward, go straight through till eternity. And we say Vision 2030. The one thing with Vision 2030 lack of the spatial plan. Because it's enough of things that we do. That's why even we there so a blog and talk, we want to make sure so when we dip on the physical ground, the thing do it for do. And we know strategically which part on the ground now we go and make sure the thing happen. Because the campaign start from now. It's an election year. This is the year of the election. Everybody, and now it start Jocelyn. You see me? And we love the item. We love Labour Party because we think logical, and we have Jamaica in our thing. We not say people, cause when you come on, me not say we not love people, but if you just a pre people, you will just start pre yourself as the only one people. But you can never say Jamaica and pre yourself as the one Jamaica. So when you say Jamaica Labour Party, I whole of Jamaica will ever pre. And at that me say from remember say Siaga only man, me don't know if I lie then tell, but they say Siaga them man deliver they must say De La Vega City for 6 months or one of them. Me don't know no politician of the them.
Thing they downtown, Bakawal.
Bakawal, he live there. Like live out for people them to know.
Bakawal.
And then they say them he beat out Rasta from Bakawal, but at the end of the day, Rasta City down a Stivali same way. So Rasta, they are a lie that they tell for my Prime Minister again. You understand? Rasta City down the same way to this day. You understand what I deal with?
Yes.
Yeah, in Bakawal, they say all he do is just build up some big thing for him people and we follow him in the politics. But Rasta City, they dead down the same. No man not tell me no.
The thing, Carla, is that JLP always depend on a nation building program.
Yes, man.
JLP depend on a comrade enrichment program, right? But them turn it around.
Wait, say, hold on, say that again. PNP depend on what?
A comrade enrichment program. So them
wow. Hold on, comrade enrichment program. CEP.
CEP, yeah. Right? And JLP would depend NBP. Nation building program.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people don't understand that. I'm here, Churchill said earlier, and chops don't like when we really go the race thing, but it's really a racial war. It's really a race war.
Yes, man. Who not realize that?
And one of the reasons why Andrew gets so much fight has been, I said, but there, and many lies, and we discuss and break down the whole thing in terms of convincing people about IC and what them think him take from what them not think him not take. But the real thing, the real truth is just because of what Andrew Holness is doing and who he is. I get a youth uplifting the average man and get and potentially get a youth out of the slum.
Yeah.
That kind of program I go come under a lot of pressure, right? Once you try to improve the lives of the average and not the elites, at the expense of the average.
And let me tell you the next thing where
going to be problematic.
Yeah, and I'm not cut you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I tell you the next thing, just to support what I say. You know why them even additionally pre him so true him try free way and I do it by example.
Exactly.
As what I aforementioned, you come in a civil service, you're a civil servant, you're not have to rob. Him show you, or rich man, Bill Gates, them, Bob Marley, them, everybody have them foundation. You see him have him foundation, Positive Jamaica Foundation. Where I show you how he whole of them, do a whole of them thing and legally circumvent for pay millions of tax. We not talk about illegally go around for pay tax now. We are talking about legal way where Mark Golding do it, DB Bunty do it, every PNP top people do it, Bunty Killer do it, Bunty Killer Foundation, Bob Marley do it, Bill Gates do it, Digicel do it, Digicel Foundation. Brother, you understand what I'm saying? Nothing illegal.
Them alone want to know and use. Them no want the average man.
It's like them no want the average black poor people for no second. You know it can stay so and the whole of we still live and money I spend cause the money where me see, cause you notice the money where Andrew save from him tax. Andrew not do enough charity and enough man knows enough for a tablet in schools in a Positive Jamaica Foundation itself. And Jamaica Labour Party wing charity do enough for them there in a school, you know. Outside of any other. Me not say nobody else can contribute now, but me I tell you say Andrew himself. Enough you know what bring tears to my heart? Enough people now look upon them thing there for. And as I say, one politician come now and him reach out to his system, him no rob we, him no pop down Jamaica. Andrew hybrid prime minister. Andrew the prime
house for the man a bill for uplift for improve the living conditions of the people in the garrison.
Hey, Foresight, I want to make a correction.
You understand?
I want to make a correction. Jamaica is out of 21 people. I don't attack Golden from his color point of view. I attack him from the fact that he's a British man who is not appropriate to lead Jamaica. Now, the British were the ones who enslaved and had Jamaica under colonialism for many years, and he come and benefit from the Jamaican taxpayers, which I think he owes the Jamaican taxpayers a reparation.
Yes.
So, from his color point of view, is the fact that he's a British man and the British owe us reparation, and Bruce
Charlie Philip
Golding
Black.
and
Charlie
Mark
Philip Black.
Golding owes us reparation. So, that's where I come from, not his
Charlie
color.
Philip Black.
No man,
Yeah.
Churchill, I mean understand that because we can't really go full fledged in a race too, because you have to understand that both sides of the fence will
Yeah.
enjoy personal relationship from
Yeah.
either race, you know. So we
In
understand, but what I'm saying when I say it's a race war is that it's a classism kind of war, then put it that way, because we see what is happening. We see the works of Andrew, and they are trying to get us now to think about what Andrew have and not what Andrew do.
Yeah.
Right? So you can say it have now lead people now into this kind of bad mind.
Divide and
politics.
conquer, kind of. Divide and
Divide,
rule.
right. So it's good for Mark Golding to have certain things without any explanation, right?
Yes.
But if Andrew have even quarter of that, one bag of questions and one bag of explanation, right?
And all of that come off a colonial stereotype and
the
prejudice
colonial
and
thing,
bias
the
we have.
classism thing,
Yes.
and the whole idea of he's doing too well for average Jamaicans, right?
Yes.
Because
When
the
come
average
from? Where
person now,
him
the
come
money
from?
I
When
get
get him
stronger.
money from?
The average Jamaican now enter into industries that were once dominated by certain kind of people, right? The average Jamaicans now, right, are getting into business, are becoming, you have a lot of young entrepreneurs, and when you look at the number of businesses that are registering now, right, black money is getting stronger, really.
Yeah.
And there is, that not fit well with certain people in the country.
No.
Right? So they use the media at all times, not only in Jamaica. Right? When it comes down to country like Jamaica and black countries, they use the media to make your good leader look bad and your bad leader look good.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that is what is being played on us now. And that is why you can see certain people, right, get away with murder. And some people you hear now, them are try create and fabricate stories on them. Because the attempt is to get rid of who is good for the people.
Yeah.
But not a slave to them.
Mm-hmm. That's a reality, man. You know, say, all right, you see, from AC Bruce, they go up and then say, not in my cabinet. That's why I see them initiate the whole secret pack where they in this sign, because they don't allow that the pack, you know. So I'm just assure you, anytime, you see right now, that the warfare they kind of fought and won by that them the set of people. Me not tell them like I say to for them things set in a early fish pot people them. You can see them fight the war a long time. You see war we are fight now. I war for black nations where you say black people themselves. I become like open them eyes. That see this a war ever influenced enough modern day something. American civil war and all of them something that the fight for free slavery. Enough man don't know that. So the fight for free slavery.
But you see the problem is Shane,
the American. So hold on, me just say what I say. Me just complete my thought. The point I'm trying to make is saying at this time, you see just like how we see with PM Bol, humbled, use the system, the man I go through him judicial review, the man I do everything, the man not try usurp no power, him not try to show, them a try to show say him a this dictator. No, we wouldn't have a dictator and him a go through the court system or any normal man that go through. What Andrea do, Andrea show you, even you as ghetto youth say, anyone in government system them, you can challenge through the court too. Because that's what a judicial review is for. A judicial review in its absolute sense is review any government entity or any government nothing. We're supposed to review how them where you say carry out them duties.
It is funny how you are able to explain what a judicial review is.
Hold on. You see all of them.
A reporter was not able to do it.
To
A
see,
senior
yeah,
reporter
if they
from
just
TVJ couldn't explain to our listeners what was a judicial review.
No, man, I say a judicial review as
First, all right, Shane, get on a call. But may I say, it is funny that so many people can simply explain or understand what a judicial review is. And Dean Jackson Miller, could you explain to our listeners what was a judicial review? Or better yet, as I originally thought, she deliberately lied.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Right, I'm just go to deliver. Everybody I pretend no like them no know. Everybody all of a sudden now misunderstand and misconstrue and misrepresent, and let me tell you something. And you see the realities that are affecting us the most are the realities that we really don't want to talk about. Most people don't like talking about that, but that really affect we. It's not a topic that is loved by many, but we can't ignore it. If we have to move forward, we can't ignore it. We're gonna have to start seeing things for what they are. Not what it sound like, not what it look like, but for what they are.
And what we're comfortable talking about either.
Yes. Because I understand Chop's concern about the race thing, Right? I understand. And it's not everything we can talk. But we have to, how do we educate a nation about the real issues that are affecting us?
Well, on the foresight, Martin Graham, how can we be of assistance to you?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
All the best for the new year.
All the best for the new year to you too also.
I just hear a comment that Dean Jackson Miller could not explain what a judicial review was. And she deliberately,
Did I stutter?
She deliberately lied.
Yes, I said that.
Why would you say that?
Because she did.
Then
because she did.
When didn't she explain what the judicial review was?
Did she come out and apologize for misleading the people?
She apologized for a specific issue in which she...
No. Did she apologize for misleading the people when she was telling them what a judicial review was?
She apologized for a specific issue. Don't do it. She apologized for a specific
issue. To the public.
She apologized. She apologized for a specific issue.
What was the specific issue she apologized for?
I don't remember right now.
All right, can I interject?
Sure.
All right. The esteemed person will just come on there and I say, it's told me understand it. Can remember a theme of what we are talking, Them mislead we. So them say Dean Jackson, them purpose to mislead you. Why me say that? Because you see him, remember the first thing what TVJ do, or Glean or whatever was to say, Prime Minister granted IC review, like a victory. Then couple hours after, the same TVJ come out with something that say, IC court refused Prime Minister to force IC to whatever. So it's the misconstruement. Let me explain to you now. The court is fair. That's why I say the Prime Minister got away there. Because the court cannot say to the Prime Minister that we are going to allow IC to do all of those things without actually doing a judicial review to actually verify that IC was in breach of their, delegated duties or in how them carry out them duties. So you see all of the rulings, so you see all of the applications of the prime PM do, and you see the lawyer say them accept it because the lawyer them have sense. You are going to throw out something, to try to feel out the court. And then the court are going to show you, say, here what, justice blind, we are give the two on. If you say if the Prime Minister, if the court, they never did say reason for the Prime Minister, like, have a thing to say. If the Prime Minister never have a case, then the court wouldn't even go judicial review, because it's now waste of time for first. Worst of all, you are the Prime Minister. We can't grant you leave.
Yeah.
We got to do foolishness. I ain't leave now. I would not leave. It would have mean say you have to go resign.
I asked to come up.
You say the court never did give him.
I asked to come up and speak.
Mr. Ingram,
You're
going to hold on and allow him to complete his
You say the court never did grant.
I came up here and asked to say something.
Listen to me. Listen. You say the court never did grant him that judicial review there. What we would have been talking about now in January would have been the Prime Minister's resignation. if the court never grant him that they leave.
Yes, Marshall, I remember.
That means that the court has say, you have to go do everything where this
There's no
man has
grounds
said.
for a review.
You have to go do
The court
everything where
has said there is
Stevens.
no grounds for a review.
Huh?
The
would be
court
no
has said
grounds
there is
for a
no
review.
grounds.
So you then have to do everything where Stevens has said. Even though they spend $30 million for foreign man, and even though the director of prosecution say no need for prosecution, you still have to go back to, you have to go submit now to FID and everything. If him never they get that judicial review there, I would have different story now, and probably in resignation would have I got bend pan for say what FID say. You understand? If whatever. But is it true the court to say, yes, it's true him get the judicial review now. Because first of all, remember say the Prime Minister say part-time case is him a challenge the IC for misuse of data. Meaning say the IC, him a say in a certain one of algorithms them, where we're supposed to calculate the whole financial thing and accounting thing, miscrewed or misrepresented data IC use and plug in. So where him I go doing this a judicial review for sure. Cause of that him have to go argue. This judicial review now, I whole of that now him argue, him lie everybody accountant, everybody I go do. And everything what IC did do before with the affidavit from the foreign people where they hide. The whole of that I got brought to the fore. You understand?
Yeah,
And then the court I go look.
sure. Question for you,
The court I go look. Cause first of all, remember you have a
legal,
you have a legal limit where you're supposed to be investigated for illicit enrichment. The Prime Minister already talk about not even 20,000 US now. Me I tell you that now. Everything where you see Prime Minister got through. There must be 1.9 million Jamaican.
Under $2 million.
1.9 million Jamaican.
Yeah, all right. Question
Well,
for you,
no, the point I try to make is
the Prime Minister refused. The Prime Minister refused $28 million a year for thief $1.9 million. And that is the argument where we're supposed to accept and run with. Only una no sense. You understand?
I'm Mark Bowling grab a 22. So Mark Bowling about 22, 23 now. Him no forfeit fee me now. Right now, Mark Bowling I get more money from the government than Bro God right now, you know.
Ingram.
That a reality, you know, because Mark Bowling,
Hold on, Ian Jackson Miller told the public that the Prime Minister was going to court to have.
I was muted. And I.
Ian Jackson Miller told the Jamaican people that the Prime Minister was going to court to have some laws struck down.
Exactly.
Isn't that what she tell the people then?
That a lie.
No man, Ingram may ask. Isn't that what she tell the people them?
Before I came on the platform because I heard someone seek clarification.
Yes.
And hold on. No, listen what I'm saying. Listen, we have to learn to have a discussion, Virgin. We have to learn to have a discussion. Every time I come on a platform and this lady is there, she do the same thing over and over and over again. We have to learn to respect each other and have a conversation. We must
agree with you, sir. So I'm saying, did she lie to the Jamaican people?
What I heard she said something misleading as it relates to something that was wrong in relating to a particular interpretation. No. And she came back and she apologized and explained what she apologized for. Did we hear the interview of both attorneys for both sides?
Ian Jackson Miller, a seasoned reporter and a practicing attorney at law, lied to the Jamaican people.
Because the reason why the Prime Minister
she did not mislead, she did not make a mistake, she lied
to the people.
She said the Prime Minister wants certain parts of the law to be
struck down. Any attorney know that a judicial review don't struck down any law. And if you go up on you, we are finding
Hold on. Have you guys read the affidavit of the Prime Minister?
All right. Can I explain something to you?
Have you guys, hold on, man,
Right.
hold on.
Let me explain.
Have you guys read the affidavit of the Prime Minister?
And yeah, I say, let me explain something to you.
No.
Yes, I read it.
Don't
Yes.
explain as yet. Have you guys read the affidavit?
The answer is yes, Ingram.
Yes, we
Philip
have.
can say yes.
If you have read it, the Prime Minister did in fact ask for certain things to be struck down. That's a fact.
So,
Ingram, we
May
read
I
the affidavit. The affidavit read that the Prime Minister is asking the court to struck out a section of the law insofar as it breach the presumption of innocence and protection. We are talking about. We are talking
You must
about.
explain that.
Hold
That's
on,
the problem that
Ingram.
hold on.
That's the problem that Ingram and others have.
Ingram, do not come here with the foolishness. It will not be tolerated. Don't come here with it.
I am not speaking any foolishness.
Can I say
Yeah,
something?
but when you speak, you must speak clearly.
Any foolishness.
Don't leave anything in the air.
I'm simply
Put it in
pointing
the right
to the
context,
fact.
Ingram.
I'm simply pointing to the fact that the Prime
Put it
Minister
in context, put it in perspective, Ingram, but don't leave it there without going further.
Thank you.
Put it in context.
Hold on. I'm putting everything perfectly in context.
Well, go
Yes,
ahead.
sir.
Go ahead.
You have not done so. You have not done
In
so.
the affidavit,
You have not done so.
What did the affidavit say?
In the affidavit presented by the Prime Minister did ask for certain
Not certain.
laws.
Tell us what it is. No.
The Prime Minister even asked for the court to compel the IC to certify his returns.
No. What you must tell the people,
All right, can I say something to you?
instead of just coming here and telling people that, instead of just saying that the Prime Minister asked the court to struck out a certain section, you and I know what section it is. So speak to the section specifically. Because what you guys trying to do...
I am not looking at the document now, so I'm not going to quote.
But you
Ingram, you came here and challenged us if we read the document.
But you can't remember that. You can't remember that, but you can't remember that. Conveniently.
The Ministry of Justice said in the review document, in the review oversight committee, said that we should force the IC to certify the
let me tell you what I support. I don't support the forcing of the IC to approve. You know what I support? I support the dismantling of the IC. Because forcing the IC to do their job is saying that you're forcing a man to pay him. Don't force him.
I would suggest.
The court made a ruling on that, you know.
I would humbly suggest to you Jamaicans, the argument I'm listening to you guys try to expound, let us not accept when somebody's wrong.
Let me ask you a question.
We're wrong about Ingram. We're wrong about. You keep on saying that, Ingram, but you fail to point out we're wrong for. We're wrong about.
But HR, can I ask Ingram a question? Can I ask Ingram one simple question?
Yes.
Because you're all over the platform preaching PNP's doom and gloom on Jamaica.
Yes.
The statistics now just say that. Hold on
I
a
have
second,
no
sir.
interest.
I am saying that. Those are my words.
Interest to speak doom and gloom.
Those are my words.
I
have a question for you.
In speaking
I have
the facts.
one question for you.
Yes.
I have one question for you. You don't need to run away. Stand up as a man and answer the question. Because when you're in the PNP, nest attack your crap, you talk it bold and loud. Talk it bold and loud here now. I'm asking you a simple question. Right? 2024 has gone. We are now in 2025. The statistics says that we are 19% down in murder, which represent 265 fewer Jamaicans killed when compared to last year. What is your position now? Because you were one of those persons who agree with the PNP to take the zone of special operations. Well, not the ZOZO, but the SOE to court, saying that it is illegal or unconstitutional. Based on the result that it
First
has
and
garnered.
foremost, I
Hold
thank.
on a second, man. Based on the result that we have now garnered from these measures, what is your perspective? What is your comment?
I am 100% thankful that we have 200 less murders for last year. And let me tell you something, you don't know no Edinburgh.
And what
Because
you
this is
attribute
the
that to?
first thing I talk, hold on, this is the first thing I talk day after day, that the issue of criminality in Jamaica should not be could not be quoted in an orange or green. It should never. And I talk it every day.
Ingram.
I talk it every day.
Sir Ingram.
Yes, sir.
Let me just backtrack. I don't want to just clarify something to you. You see why the Prime Minister want them for, as I said, as the report said, forcefully certify or whatever. Me that try to explain before. You see within the law, you have a threshold where you see if when them investigate your money, all the money where you're supposed to earn legally, and them say one extra there and the extra beyond a certain threshold. I don't remember the threshold. But the argument to me I say is why the director of prosecution in a IC never did find nothing wrong with the Prime Minister and recommend no further prosecution was because under the law, the threshold that is required for prosecution was not breached. But you see, because one little extra 1.9 million or must so I don't remember how much Jamaican did it. Stevenson now. I said no, this have to go FID and Ray. So him stress it. And people for overs this. You have to understand law. That's why you see the judicial review I got through. Because I see breach themselves. You can't if Stevenson did have them all of them concerns there, no report should have been submitted to Parliament in the first place. I'll know we should not wait for the report to submit. And all of them things are float. And
the point you're making.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So you see the point I'm trying to make is this.
I have a question for you, Chuck.
The point you're making.
No, the point I'm trying to make is this. You see, all of this run up and down is distracting. That's why I love my Prime Minister, because you know you're a man say, so a man does move through like a rain.
But you can't just talk and don't listen to everything. You can't just talk. You alone can't just talk and don't listen.
Allow the man to make the point, Ingram. You will get your chance. Allow the man to make the point.
Ingram, explain. You come on a defense a day and Miller never wrong, you know.
I'm not defending anything. I am not defending anything. Don't do that.
Well, you were seeking clarification then.
All right, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question to Chuck? Anybody? All right, Chuck. Let me ask you a question. So when you have a court case, right? Trial and there is a ruling at the end of that case, right? To determine there's a ruling that the person on trial is there's a not guilty verdict at the end of it to say the person is free, right? Do you get to continue that investigation? Continue investigation after that ruling?
No.
So why is it that after the Prime Minister, after you have a ruling that there will be no grounds for any charge for the Prime Minister, why is it that the IC is still recommending that there be further investigations, even when the director
hence the requirement for the
and
judicial.
that is one of the breach.
Right? Hence the requirement for the judicial review.
That is it.
That is
review.
That is ignorance. That is ignorance. That is ignorance.
What are you talking about, Mr. Ingram?
That is ignorance.
Hence, you see that question. You see that question.
I law state that once a report is sent to the Director of Corruption Prosecution, and she makes a ruling that there is be no further action, that is the end.
Of it.
All right.
But when it is tabled in Parliament,
To go further. But Chuck, to go further. the law said that once there's no such thing as an interim report. Once the report is tabled in Parliament, that's the finality of the matter.
Yes.
Stevenson,
Exactly.
when they had the oversight meeting in Parliament, Stevenson said as much. He said it directly. He said definitively that there's no such thing as an interim report. When the report come from IC to Parliament, that's the final. That's the final report leg of the matter. There's no sending the report anywhere after that. There's no sending it anywhere after that. So what the IC has done, folks, is a breach of process.
The breach of process.
Hence
So
the
my
judicial
question
review.
to Instagram, to
My name
Ingram.
is Ingram.
Hence the
Ingram is
necessity for a judicial review.
Right?
Hence the
So,
necessity
Mr. Ingram, do you appreciate the fact that when the IC take it upon themselves to say, all right, we not find nothing,
Yeah.
but we are going to send it on further. Do you think that was a breach of process by the IC?
Exactly.
I am going to leave the law to be dealt with by the court. I'm going to do that.
Oh,
what I'm pointing,
I want remember
what I'm
that.
eager to point. What I'm
Remember
eager to
that
point. Let me finish the man.
No,
come on, don't do this.
No, hold on.
Let me finish.
Hold on.
Ingram, I'm
Hold
going
on, Ingram. What you say is important, and I want to add something. You say you're going to leave the law to be determined by the court. I want you to remember that line.
Apply to all situations.
Yeah?
Let me add something to that.
Remember that line where you just say when you're on the PMP platform, when you're on Hugh Richards and
that
Blair,
is my point. That is my.
Remember that line.
You know, listen. I am not an hypocrite. I am not an hypocrite. You know.
I think you are.
I am not an hypocrite. When the man at 14 Forsyth just said something, you and I know that what Forsyth said was obviously wrong, was totally wrong. The matter that the IC ruled on and said the man should not be charged, those are 4 separate matters that were ruled and final.
They are not
the lady ruled.
There were nothing else in it. There were nothing else in the report that says the Prime Minister
what you're saying is ignorance.
did anything wrong.
Filipino, what you're demonstrating is ignorance.
Listen.
So why the prosecutor of corruption did not find anything to hold him accountable?
Let me pertaining to hold on. That was a ruling pertaining to the.
Hold on. Listen to me. We are talking about the wrong thing, you know. We are talking about the wrong thing. When we want to talk to you about no, Mr. Ingram, I'm going to no.
Mute my phone.
Mr. Ingram, let us discuss Dennis Garden. The Prime Minister out of the news now. Make us discuss Mr. Garden that constructed a 4-story building without one single permit. What is your views on that?
Somebody is continuing, Filipino is continuing to mute my mic.
I mean, mute a while ago. Let us discuss Mr. Garden's construction of a 4-story building without one single permit. Mr. Ingram, what are your views?
It is absolutely wrong. It is absolutely wrong, and the law should take its course.
The law should take its course.
Yes, unlike any other matter in Jamaica, when the law is breached, the law should take its course. That's my fixed position. Totally. Anybody hear me speak? That is my fixed position. When you are wrong, the law should take its course.
Mr. Ingram, so what would be your position on the kettle calling the pot black? Because of that now, you know.
Define what you're talking. Be more specific. Be more specific.
All right. The other side first start call with thief. Then call with Prime Minister Dr. Chopper. They say we thief 3 million. Be a things, breach.
I do not know.
House and bill, Ray.
I do not know anything about. I do not know anything about those rumors. I don't know.
Do you see him something?
I point specifically when something is wrong. I am going to call it wrong. That is no anything wrong.
I have not heard you on any of the platform and we just sit on a daily basis calling for Mr. Garden to step aside. I have not heard you question the fact that Mr. Garden, as a PMP elected member of the council, have over 17 government contracts. I don't hear you on those matters.
For Mr. Garden thing more, have more implications. Because remember, all of this thing with even the Prime Minister, even the
Mr. Garden, we don't have more implications with Mr. Garden. The Prime Minister is the Prime Minister.
Is it a company? Well,
Mr. Ingram.
Mr. Ingram, all of this, even the recent one of the Prime Minister and the estate bridge thing, the Prime Minister not directly involved in something.
There's no dealing with the Prime Minister and estate bridge.
And then listen up. And then the next thing, the Prime Minister not have no seating, influence seating for no committee where we're supposed to approve no building nothing. So you see when you have Mr. Garden now, we sit down on the committee where in a same jurisdiction where Prime Minister building there, where him sit down on the committee, you know. Prime Minister and nobody for Prime Minister and sit down on the committee.
When Mr. Ingram there on the PNP
and
platform, and I'm come and call the PNP, and I'm call Andrew corrupt.
And then own a ball for that,
when Mr. Ingram is on these PNP platforms and hear people come up and talk about the Prime Minister is corrupt, right? What effort he make to tell them, say, look here, no, there's no evidence of that.
When the Prime Minister, when the Prime Minister is corrupt, I point to the Prime Minister's corruption.
Mr. Ingram, give me a set there. Give me a chance. Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram, give me a chance.
Yes, sir.
But which corruption? Which corruption? Which corruption?
Right? So we don't want him again.
I can cite easily. I can cite. Let me respond. Let me finish now. Let me speak. I can point easily to the matter in which the Prime Minister had a $50 million loan. And the same person who was in a bank who get the loan is the same man who is heading a certain organization. That shows that there's something wrong there. Don't you think so?
No, sir.
Hold on.
What is wrong?
Hold on, Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram, hold on.
Wrong?
Hold on, Shane. Hold on, guys. Everybody.
What wrong?
Hold on, Shane. Hold on. The engineer, go and say something first, and then after you, me go.
Sure, no problem. Mr. Ingram, I hear you talk about this whole thing with the IC report. And in times past, your position was that we should not criticize the IC. So if we come up here and we say something that appears to be a breach of process, you say we shouldn't say anything because they are eminently qualified. That's what you have said in the past. You do have a problem with us complaining about the functions of the DPP, the Parliament, the JCF, anything, any organization upon the land, under all laws, under free speech and free expression, we are permitted to complain and say that looks to be wrong, that look like a breach of process. But when it comes down to the IC, you say no, we shouldn't say anything. Before this thing went to a judicial review, you stood strong in saying that the IC has done nothing wrong. But now, a judge has ruled that no, there is a case for the IC to answer. There is a question to be settled on whether or not what was done amounted to breach of process. And still, you hold to the position that no, we can't say anything. We move to this thing of the reports that were submitted. I hear you telling Forsyth that he was wrong. When the
ruling that you referred to just now took place.
The ruling that the thing can proceed to face toward the judicial
on December the 7th.
Yeah.
There was a ruling on December 7th. There was a ruling on December 7th that those matters should go to review and the Prime Minister should submit his case within 14 days. That was what happened.
Yeah, but before that, you said
by extension,
Ingram,
every single Jamaican,
Ingram, answer my question.
Every single Jamaican have a right for review by any panel who make a decision on their behalf. They have a right for review.
And if it goes forward and it's shown that the IC was incorrect, would we then have had a right in the past to question what the IC did?
What I question and question consistently is the fact that the persons who are at top of the IC, these are eminent practicing lawyers who have served their adult life practicing law.
But we not say Jamaican.
And I will not be accepting your... Hold on. I will not accepting your views. I will not accepting your views in comparison to those eminent jurist views. That's my position.
No, your position is flawed. Hold up. No, 1 minute.
Motive, brother.
No, 1 minute. Your position is flawed because the person who is the director of investigation is not a former jurist. That's just somebody carrying out a function, and he could have been wrong in what he did, and some of the decisions that he made could have been wrong. That's number one. Number two.
And the court will decide that. And the court will decide that.
Big man, even in this country, we can question the DPP. She's a very, very experienced person. Even in this country, we can question the decision that a court of appeal has made.
That is correct.
We can question it. The engineer.
That is correct.
The matter of competence, right, is immaterial to the concerns that we have about the IC, right? A man can be competent, but him heart corrupt. So look here, what we are concerned about is if the IC is doing what they are supposed to do, not if they are doing what they are able to do. If they are doing what they are supposed to do, and that is what the review is about.
Yeah, but the problem I have with Ingram is, number one, he wants to muzzle us. He wants to tell us that we cannot find fault with the IC simply because some guys in there used to serve on the courts, and we shouldn't question them. Rubbish.
You are absolutely wrong.
No, rubbish.
Absolutely.
No, but the second point, Ingram, since I'm wrong, the second point is that in that IC report and the reports that were submitted to Parliament, I think there are two reports. Zin, none of them came out and said that they have seen anything that passed the bar for me to say that this man has done something wrong. That was said clearly. However, what was done amounted to basically a breach. You submitted a report, and after submitting a report, you then wanted to continue an investigation. Now, isn't that wrong?
And the court will decide that. The court will decide that.
Well, the judicial
court will decide that.
You're right. But remember this.
Mr. Ingram.
Remember this. So we're asking now is this. If there was no case...
Hold on, Shane. Let me go on. Shane, after me, then you can ask.
Yeah.
Mr. Ingram make a claim a while ago, say, Andrew applied for a loan at a bank, and he got the loan, and then the person who gave him the loan have some position. Now, first question to you, Mr. Ingram. Is it illegal to acquire a loan from an institution in Jamaica? Absolutely not. Okay. Now, is it illegal for someone that works at a bank to change a position and get a position whether in a government or at another bank? I know where you're going, but you and I know
it's
illegal.
No, you don't know where I'm going. You do
I'm
not
not
know
discussing.
where
I'm not discussing.
Is it illegal?
I have never discussed illegality. Never discussed.
No. Wait. Stop. No. Ingram. You cannot come out and say
illegal.
No, Ingram, you cannot make a big statement and say that somebody did something that was corrupt, but you are saying you're not discussing anything that's illegal. The question that's put to you is a fair question. Answer it.
Fair question.
So what is corruption?
It's illegal.
Corruption.
I don't know what you guys are trying to do. Listen carefully.
No, Mr. Ingram, you
said that the man was corrupt. You said
you made a statement, Mr. Ingram.
You made the comment. You said he was clearly corrupt.
Mr. Ingram, you made a statement. I am simply asking you to defend your statement. You made a statement, sir. Mr. Ingram, you made a statement. You said Andrew applied for a loan at a bank, and that the person at the bank that granted the loan is not working somewhere else. I asked you two questions. Is it illegal for someone to leave them job and get the next one?
That's not what I said.
That's what you said, sir. You,
No,
Mr.
no,
Ingram,
you're wrong.
That is the Mr. Ingram. So remember me I asked you in a way corruption they were wrong.
Mr. Ingram,
You are
Mr. Ingram, your statement was.
You asked me if something not wrong with that.
You say, Andrew, get a loan.
And then you asked me if something not wrong with that.
Well, understand. You say, Andrew, get a loan for 50 million, and the man will grant him the loan is not working in some position.
And you asked me if nothing wrong with that.
Isn't that what you said, Mr. Ingram?
You asked me if something wrong with that.
Mr. Ingram, that's what you said, sir.
You asked if illegal.
No, Mr. Ingram, you made a statement. I am simply searching for some clarification.
All right, chap. Some more rephrase what I'm saying. Give a chance.
What I simply said.
No, I will not let him rephrase.
I do not want to
answer my question.
I have nothing to rephrase.
Well, Mr. Ingram, answer my question, sir.
I have nothing to rephrase.
Is it illegal for someone to change job?
You're asking a question pertaining to a different matter. I'm not discussing illegality.
Mr. Ingram, Mr. Ingram, is it illegal for someone to change job?
The question you're asking is totally irrelevant.
Is that simple?
Totally irrelevant.
No, it is not irrelevant. But it was irrelevant when you made the comparison.
I did not raise the matter. I did not raise.
You made a
I
link.
did not raise the matter.
Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram, hold on. Mr. Ingram, hold on. May I mute you again? You made a link between the Prime Minister getting a loan and the person getting a job. You made that link, not me. I am simply asking you to clarify. So, Mr. Ingram, again, let me unmute you and you come. Is it illegal for someone to change job? Unmute, Mr. Let me ask a different question. Mr. Anthony Hilton, the former chairman of NCB, is he corrupt? Mr. Ingram, you're not.
What you're doing, you see, what you're doing.
Is Mr. Hilton? No, don't tell me what I'm doing.
I'm not this. Mr. Hilton have nothing to do with my conversation.
No, you're discussing corruption.
The Prime Minister of Jamaica. The Prime Minister of Jamaica got a loan, which was.
Shut up. May I go tell you now? Shut up. He's a big man, but I will tell you again to shut the fuck up. Because you had pulled me nerve now. And you come ready a reasoning.
Make your cuss short. No make him draw you out.
Sorry. You reason with people who can ask questions. And you come here and you make a link. And when you have question about it, now you're going to tell me you're not willing to discuss. Get the fuck out of here. And you come ready to sit down with where hug up on you say.
Optics him on.
Yeah. Mr. Hilton, the man who chaired NCB for nearly 20 years, was head of FinSac when NCB was sold to Lichin, and he resigned his position and went on to be the chairman and managing director. Is he corrupt? Is he a corrupt man, Mr. Ingram? That is the question. Is it illegal for someone to change job? But you came here and you say the Prime Minister did something wrong because him get a loan, and then the person will give him the loan get a next job. And when you question about it now, you're not willing to discuss. That's why you love the PMP dopey them, so because when you go up on them platform, you feel like you're the smartest person in the room. When
you mean Patrick Hilton? You mean Patrick Hilton?
Patrick Hilton.
Once they don't know anything, them don't know a corruption.
Anything they don't know a corruption. Good, well said.
Yeah. If them don't know it, a corruption. If them don't have information, a corruption.
So what? The Prime Minister went to a bank and get a loan. When did it become illegal in this country to get a loan? Eh? Or is it that the little black skin boy who grew up in a 2-bedroom house, a Spanish town, not forget no loan? A Mark Golding and his friend them alone must get loan and put money in the stock market and get rich. Eh? Under the People's National Party, regular Jamaicans were never encouraged to invest in the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew encourage regular Jamaicans to put some money in the stock market and you can make a thing out of it.
And gave them the opportunity to do
Gave them the opportunity.
Gave them the opportunity.
And reserve a certain amount of shares in a week time. Servant.
Right.
That's what we say the Chuck, when PAP come attack with a mouthful of story and talk about they are for the poor, we must run them.
Run them.
Run them with it. Because don't watch what the PNP say, watch what they do, because everything in their history, their political history is critical to the poor. Don't watch what PNP say, watch what they do. But then for the poor, run them with that lie and foolishness. Run them.
There is absolutely not one shred of evidence to support that the PNP was ever for the poor. No evidence.
None. And so many people believe that's because of them utterances, not because of them action, because of them announcements.
Because of them announcements.
And them talk for the poor, right? Them love talk about the poor. Every time them want to seek power, them come and use poor people.
And foresight is important, you know. You say people love them for them announcement and not them action, and you are 100% correct, foresight. That's why they come out and announce, say, we say free education. That was an announcement, no action.
Exactly.
Them announce, no bastard, no day again. That was an announcement, no action. Them announce equal pay for women. That was only announcement, no action. All of the action that benefit the poor was taken by the Jamaica Labour Party. That is why history is written.
Is this Patrick Allen in the box?
But and I can't say it on the live because we need to anyway.
Yes.
We need to have a Did You Know series. We need to
have that.
We need to have a Did You Know series.
Make we hear from Patrick Allen, him new. Mr. Allen.
Gigi that.
Gigi.
Hello.
Governor General Allen, is that you?
Your Excellency.
He sound too young though, but he sound young, but he sound kind of young.
This is the Governor General, His Excellency Patrick Allen.
Eh?
This is Your Excellency, the Governor General Patrick Allen.
Oh, just checking.
This is Patrick from Mandeville.
All right, sir.
Patrick Allman.
From Mandeville.
Big man.
Patrick. Okay. You want to make a contribution?
Patrick Allen from Mandeville.
Yeah, man, make a contribution to the discussion.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Allen, you want to make Mr. Allen, your signal kind of weak.
Yeah, his signal is bad, that's why.
I'm not.
Yes, sir, Mr. Allen, you want to make a contribution to the discussion?
Oh, I'm gone. Nah, here.
Mr. Allen's signal kind of weak. He never hear us. But as you say, they are good at announcements. They kill you, we announce everything, and then they claim it. They claim it. This is ours. And the sad part, is that they have told these lies for so many decades that they are beginning to believe it. But we are now here to correct the record books. And we can confidently tell anybody listening that every single initiative that is to benefit the poor in this country was implemented by the Jamaica Labour Party. Everyone. The PNP flagship program where they talk about every day, where they talk about them do for poor people, is the PART program. That too was an announcement and not action.
But
the action,
just to draw a funny contrast. If you look at the PNP, look at the People's National Party Foundation and formation, Look at the type of people that form leadership that becomes leaders in the PNP or lawyers. Portia come insert herself and break it, and then they pick up back with Mark. But look upon the type of persons that form leaders, that become leaders in the JLP. People from the working class.
Exactly, but
Working class people.
But
Right?
historically, that's what we're about.
Yes.
We are the party that empowers the poor.
And we should have the support side. We should be saying so.
And we should say that. But
The
they know
Jamaica Labour Party was founded out of a trade union. Not the other way around, you know. The trade union, the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union, is where the Jamaica Labour Party was founded out of. The PNP formed all its own union. So we were come out of a system to help the working class.
But you know, it's something that we need to speak about more often, doing a Chuck, because the PNP get a lot of support from that misconception, you know.
Yes.
And PNP has no other legs to stand on, you know. Most of the people that voting for PNP for that reason, you know, for that false.
Hold on, Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You want to make a contribution now?
No, I'm just listening because I like how you run those guys. Because they're spreading a lot of rumor.
All right.
Yes, Chuck. We have to continue.
They spread a lot of rumor on us all the while.
Yeah, man, that's all them do. But go and listen, man. We are going your signal kind of low, so you're depend on a delay, so you have to go and listen here.
We have to continue to do as much as we can, Chuck, to dispel that rumor, because the PNP are really lie to win the election and about the poor people when they have no good solution, no proper solution for poverty.
The PNP is
we say the words, but not the works.
Yeah. What we call, you know, foresight is the fog of war is what the PNP have. Right? So they will come in, you know, and they are going to tell you, say, yes, man, we are doing all these things for poor people. And it look good on the surface, you know.
Exactly.
But in the end, it always create more poverty than it solves.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, what them are doing now, right? What they do, they create the poverty. And they expect now to treat poor people as charity and get praise for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There is not a program to uplift poor people out of poverty, though. They don't want to put people in poverty, give them bare minimum, and then for praise for the bare minimum, more than them blame you for the poverty where you put them in.
As somebody always the foresight, you set the fire and you call the fire brigade.
Exactly. So then create now, shovel loads of poverty, and then give a teaspoon of benefit, and expect so now you are going to praise them now for the teaspoon of benefit. Right?
We can say something, Tony.
What, Jim?
You know, in the same theme, you notice how for them leader act like culture, act like I saw them pre, you know, when I grew up long time in a country, the sweetest thing for poor people, country people, from politicians come out with funeral, with people and funeral, all if they're not giving nothing. Vote kind of there. Other vibes and politicians come and sit down and talk with you and look how long time the boy Reverend Roper and Bunting can talk about Nigel or him. I want like a this and like a that. Me just show you.
Royalty.
Yeah, it's like then try for me did say it before when me come on, them prey upon the ignorance of people. So and then themselves don't put on this facade like, oh, Mr. Article, Mark Golding, you ever see him go on like, ooh, yeah.
I try to use street slogan, man. Because him knows that catch poor people.
Yes.
Yes.
Look,
and they never want poor people. They never want poor people to think like them a black royalty.
No.
They want poor people to think like, oh, me poor, and the biggest thing I want PNP politician or a politician big me.
Talk like the poor, act like the poor, and then because you know, say that make the poor believe in you and feel say you are for them. But the poor now watch what they do.
It's history. Since
as Manley did say,
never thinks the PNP was in government. right? They use the poor rhetoric and poor people and the youth as springboard to launch themselves into power. And when they get into office now, every action they take, every policy position they
Every
adopt
policy is a comrade,
is
is a comrade
inimical to the
enrichment
poor, is
program.
against the poor.
It's against the poor. It's a comrade enrichment program.
So they use
Yeah.
poor people to launch themselves into power, you know. They come,
Yeah,
they,
man.
they come on the corner and they shake your hand and they tell about they're for the poor this and poor that.
Exactly.
And they
Rub the
convince you
domino
that
with
you're
it.
hungry, you know.
Yeah.
Convince if you're hungry. And then when they give them your vote, then they go in the parliament. Every policy position they take is against your interest, the people's interest.
Yeah,
Every
man.
single policy.
And that is their DNA.
Their DNA, yes.
Remember, you know, we can look at it this way, you know, and this is profound, you know. When the PMP was formed, and we get up to the first election in 1944, because of how selective Norman Manley was about who could join his party, the PMP could not pull out the entire candidate list, you know. You know that part? They could not field 22 lawyers at the time. So they never contest every seat. And the opposing side now, if you know Google the name Isaac Barron, you know we get that is a little barefoot man who used to work as sideman for a country who represented the Jamaica Labour Party in that election. A little barefoot sideman for a truck where used to carry goods come and market was put on the Labour Party ticket to represent the Jamaica Labour Party. While because of the amount of elites where the PMP have, they could not fill out the entire ballots.
Exactly. And HR, you know what them do to, you see, them give curry favor to some of them friends them. We help them now to spread this narrative and help to convince the poor people that the PNP party is for them. And that's why they have that message and consistent with that message. And that is the strategy that the PNP has been using over the years. And I just really feel that we must have a strong response to that. Because any day we dismantle that narrative, the PNP no legs to stand on because they can't move to achievements.
It is called the mirrored effect.
So them are
them do, then go in and this is how the dance ship start. You go in the community and then give one man of money.
Exactly. Everybody else suffer, but
look at that man and say, yeah man, me see them give him things, man, and me soon get it to you know.
No, they done. No, then get the one done, and everybody else hungry and I realize they're hungry, but they don't have the power over them now to convince them. Say, yo,
convince them, yeah man,
go
go now rich for the party, man.
That's what they done. Basically, I do vote to keep me rich.
Yeah.
Keep my party.
That's a street sweeper. That's a side man and a chuck.
That's why I say politically, them have the most garrisons because of that of them philosophy.
Yes.
And I just feel like that they want to come to back. They want to come garrisonize the place, create them. You hear the crime plan.
Foresight, he said it, you know. He said it. He says when he win back, he's going to empower the community leaders.
Exactly. Because that
he was brave enough to speak it out loud. We're going to empower. I remember one of his supporters, a man as Hugh Richards, said he would want Mark Golden to give the Dan DC power. Yes. Give the Dan. You know the Dan them the people that were sent to the people them 16-year-old that and rate them after them done 16. Hugh Richards said he would encourage Mark Golden to give them DC powers. Can you imagine that?
Jaja, you can't put the power in the hands of the Dans. You can't give Dan police power. You can't give Dan legal rights for the wrongs.
And when he said that, it brings me back to a program that they had between 2014 and 2016, what they call the Peace Management Initiative.
Okay.
Let me tell people, said that program was one of the biggest wastes of government money in the history of Jamaica. Because all they did was went around and paid these Dans. Say, no fire, no gun this week, here. No fire, no gun this week. But there was never an effort.
But not solution.
Yes, there was never an effort to get the guns off the street or to stem the flow of guns coming in the island.
Exactly. They must suppress, you know?
Mm-hmm. Rather than try to solve the problem, they went about to suppress it.
Exactly.
Can I say something?
Right.
In our same team, you know, say early up, one time I just go in a government and sit and them a rule. Cause I say this cause I fear them thing that them do, the damn thing and them thing there. They know so enough of time when they used to make up enough of them road contract and anything there. You know so them purposely used to budget extortion fee in it.
Yeah, man. I know that.
Yeah, man.
As a government. That way I say
Government.
all
That
in a
is why when
newspaper it
Andrew
come
go
in.
to Spanish
You
Town
remember
now.
if you remember them time they all in a newspaper it come.
I remember, man.
Oh no
And
man,
that
you
is
can't
why,
think.
and that is why,
In the rank.
I'm saying we're gonna have to get these out, and I think we need a Did You Know program, a Did You Know series, to highlight, make comparison, highlight these things. We all post them all over social media. Make people know. People need to know the clear difference.
Yeah, man, between the
Because we have
governance
the
strategy.
media on our side.
When Andrew went and launched the Spanish Town Hospital project, and he said, no, Dan, no extortion money will be paid on this project. A couple of weeks ago, while fixing the road in Central Village, the gang come down, say them want money. Andrew Wellness tell them, say, stop the work and come. The next year, we send them out there under military guard for complete the work.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Send
man.
the army go there go guard the site. Tell them to extort the army.
Yeah.
Things of protection them a talk about.
Yeah, man. I protect, yeah, we have our own protection, government badness.
Andrew Wellness, you're deaf?
All right. But that is how the PMP works. I know, Shane, that the extortion money used to be built in the budget.
Yeah, man. In a real life, man. Don't think that Jamaica want to go vote back for you, man.
Then now it's long you hear how much the project overrun and gone X amount.
X amount of this and much money.
And the road not fix good.
And the road not fix
the road not fix good. Because half of the money when we fix the road gone in a pocket and to man when they even turn up a day.
A day. Yeah, man. Them say down at NSWA at them time they all deportee used to register as garbage truck. Deportee, you know, deportee we come from foreign deportee carry them pro box. Pro box and deportee registers garbage truck on NSWA.
Somebody not go on enough. Somebody not go on where you hear, you know, because them thing they not running up.
Them thing they not go on.
Because a man only see that as feeding way of earning.
No little thiefings can go on from the people them because they must say a government and I know say a poor people money in there. All of this setup. Everybody money gone there the same way, you know. So
and that is where Andrew Wallace tried to explain to people recently when he said, listen to me. When them thief the isle of JUTC, are your isle
you have free money.
But you know women are like why PNP can't go to the country because certain things like all that we should have a bipartisan position on them thing there.
Yes.
But we don't because the PNP want to tell them say nothing nah go on. And then when them come in a power now, them open up back them slackness to the people.
Because the people them always say, the people them always say, boy them always thief and broke bread. And I know say that are not thief and broke bread, that are run away the whole bread.
That are run away the whole bread, then you don't have no good roads.
I mean, I want you thief and broke bread. I want you show me which way you go buy a flour and the
start. Show me how we make with bread.
And show me how we make it oven.
Right.
Like
the PMP is not about empowering the people, it's about creating a culture of dependency.
Exactly.
Yes.
And Chuck, most of the PNP supporters them are people who are willing to buy temporary satisfaction for permanent destruction.
Sure.
You couldn't put it better.
Most of them, when you hear them talk, them don't even know what real progress is, what real prosperity is.
Foresight, what kind of herbs they about? Tangy? Bob Buckler, Foresight.
and you know that is something when I speak and regular in the Foresight. When I say, if you check out, go down for one corner one time, go in any PMP garrison. Go on the corner, this is some youth up there and then probably about a script. And you go there, you speak to them and say, gentle people, I would like to do something to help you out of this condition we're in. How much of them you think can come up with a tangible plan that will earn them money over a long period of time?
Them the culture that we
just give me a thing, man, in our pocket and we go.
Yes, them the culture that we because of PNPism. That's the real PNPism, you know.
That's why I told somebody last night, I said, labor right and PNP in Jamaica is a mindset.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you can look at the difference.
You can divide the mindset. You can't hear a man talk and know him a PNP.
And yes. The clearest difference, if you want to learn the two, is to look at the house where collapsed up a Mark Golden constituency last month. And look at the one down at Demantown. Same kind of house.
There's no permanent destruction that, man. A permanent destruction that you see, you know.
Build around, the two houses build around the same time, one in a labor right community, one in a PNP community. The two of them show the same defects. But the labor right them will live in a Demantown, go in a them pocket and fix the stairway, buy concrete and fix it.
Yes.
The PNP them literally live and walk on it until it collapses on their head.
Dependency. That alone them know. Dependency. And any little bare minimum can buy them out again.
Any little bare minimum. Because they have been cultured to believe, say, as long as a man can buy a drink and him at the boss, you know, we're not going to do nothing else.
Exactly.
There's not a mentality to say, one of them there, you know, say, when he pass through, I want to buy him a drink. Let me tell you a difference. I say this is a difference between Labour Party and PAB mindset. Me used to have one virgin. We used to par with somebody, big man, them run a place. One night in car, me say them there in a club. Them there, asylum. Come man, we're there in a club, man, calling, go over there, and I drive go down asylum, go in. When I enter the place, the man, them in a one little section with about 10 backline NST on table and Red Bull. Now, my money not reach NSC yet. But me's a labor right. So you know what me do? I go to the bar and I buy half dozen Red Bull, come put on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my mind, me have to add something to it.
Yeah,
that's how me culture. In my mind, me have to add something to the table. Before me can go start drink the people. Me not running and just not pour and no, me add something to the table. The comrade mindset is that once something did they make we done it.
Yeah. And then and look for more now.
Look for more.
Look to somebody else now for provide more. Him not have to be table, brother. And that is why, remember what me I say now, Chuck, remember, you know, we go through it, you know, we are tell you saying the PNPs, you know, right? It's where they will broke your foot, you know, and give you a free walking stick. And the comrade is prepared to praise you for the free walking stick more than how him blame you for broken foot, you know.
Broken foot. Right? And that's how Andrew have now. That's how Andrew have. Andrew are trying. Andrew are trying best to ensure.
Andrew teach you for fishman rather than go carry fish come give every minute.
No, Andrew, that's an upliftment, bro. But it's a system still where them want it like that, you know, bro. Them want the average Jamaican and the youth, them look to certain people, you know, as the boss, you know, and as the master, you know, right?
As the master.
That them want, you know. That is the system what them want, you know. Them don't want to see average youth and the ghetto youth, them have the ambition to become somebody. It's about what you can get and not who you can become.
Yeah.
That's what them want.
The Jamaica Labour Party is about heart over part.
Exactly.
Go to heart and get a skill. Not sit down on heart and depend on handout. And that we will always push that. Heart get a skill. Once the skill go in your head, nobody can take it out. Nobody can take it out of your head once it go in there.
PNP will be live off a welfare for life, but them not change the circumstance. Them not uplift your tide. Them want to keep poor, give you a welfare program, and then you be the master so you can control you. So that is why now Andrew is a threat now to the status quo, because what? If you would uplift themselves and get ambitious, then you can't come with bare minimum to control them. And that is the problem.
One man down there named Painkiller say, How comes I never hear any of you talk about Bustamante 40 years in? Bustamante spent 40 years in power consecutively. You're not worth a discussion because that's your first lie. Bustamante never spent no 40 years in a power consecutively. You're either misinformed or you're lying. But as I say, man, the PMP labor rights are mindsets. The thing is like night and day.
Night and day, Chuck. Trust me, night and day. Night and day for real. And this is what Jamaican people need to know. The masses need to know. So when PNP say them are for the poor, it means that them help the poor. It means that them create poverty and keep you dependent. Right? And if you will look, as what HR Gore say, don't watch what the PNP say. Don't listen what the PNP say. Watch what they do. Because Andrew only shouldn't do so much, and we have to do so much explanation. It's like night and day, but me understand. So you have some younger people who don't know the PNP. What them just become politically conscious what they are. So they are not able to compare. But for anybody who is in a position to compare,
them all the while. Me tell them all the while, you know, me say the 18 years where the PMP spent in a power unbroken is one of the most important periods in this country history. It shaped us.
Chuck them say up now go to Jamaica, Freedom Streets Ram, Grateful Ram, and now me hear say no when I drive a sentence to St. Mary.
But to their signature now, yes.
No, but the truck show, the truck show where Massacre go the other day, don't a Clarendon Ram too.
That
right?
is the next one.
The $43 billion them say Jamaican spend in a something in a Christmas alone.
Them say right now St. Mary to St. Anne's is a big parking lot.
There is some budget tonight. And then next when you are gonna have Buntikila and Friends. Not the same.
No, Buntikila and Friends gone, I think last night?
Gone from early December. From early Christmas party.
No man, I think it was the 3rd of January. I think it was the 3rd of January. I've been last night too.
Yeah, Buntikila and Friends I think one. Well on, things are going man, but here what? Let me tell you something. You see them have the media, you know. For try something, you know, for change the narrative.
Yeah, man, suppress what's going on.
You're right.
Right. Painkiller, please.
Dean Jacksonville ever have a program about art and the enrollment and create any something awareness about art?
No.
And ask about how many youths are enrolled and the figures and try to create some awareness and she has any program? I don't want to say she don't know because I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, no time for that.
But I mean, just I say anytime she don't have no program for broker and IC and corruption, she have to rerun.
Then you have to talk about
Painkiller. You come here firstly and you say Bustamante ruled Jamaica for 40 consecutive years. I told you that was a lie. Now you come here tell me say JLP ruled Jamaica for way longer than PNP. That is also a lie. If you want to join the discussion, at least go get some basic facts and come back. Please.
Yeah.
Or if you want to learn something, then you can ask proper question. Okay? Don't do that. Get some basic facts. If you want some info, you can ask. So we give you any information that you want. But don't come here and start with a statement right alone.
Yo, you ask the man them to do something right, that's how I be on them.
Yeah.
Get the facts. Get the facts. Because Forsyth said it properly, you know, earlier. Right now, this whole thing is to campaign on the ignorance of people. That's all it is. Because so many things are stacked against them. If you should look on the economy, the performance of the economy is clearly superior than when it was in 2015. If you should look at employment, if you should look at agriculture, if you should look at the number of hotel rooms which are being built, if you should know them favorite thing, murder, we're seeing real results coming out of the investment that the government has made in national security, and you see that number going down. If you should look at the number of cars, them little thing that one man look upon, let's look at the number of cars, and you see that the number of cars on the road have doubled. And all they're left to do now is simply to deny and reject and to pray on the ignorance of people. That's what it's about right now. You see? You mentioned the whole thing about them have to talk about bro God to get some views. If you go find some of them thing here, man, if the argument is not about bro God, them not get no views. Them not get no listen. And so the thing now is just to try to
You can
free
ask me,
on
you can
certain
ask me a
things.
political question. Hold on, the
The engineer, wait there. The engineer? Why you know you're better? Why not make start make the likes of caution send you upon your mother? You know you're better than that.
Big man.
You're better than that, you know.
No, hold off, King. You think say this thing is gonna be about just sitting down and allowing them to just run riot with all the lies that them tell and all the positions, the false position, and them remain unchallenged. Yeah? Where you think that they reach where them have to start try to set up? Because we are going to present bigger, stronger facts. And you have to have the stomach to stand up in that, big man. You have to have the stomach to mad them out just with the facts. And that's what I do.
Right,
Yeah?
but caution somebody can have a conversation with the
Big man, it's trench warfare this thing. I think this is something that's pretty and nice, and as soon as somebody says fuck off, you're going to turn around and run. See? You have to push the facts straight in him face until him have no choice but to say what am I say now. Him no want to talk about crime anymore because crime is a national issue and we're not supposed to politicize crime. No, you know, when crime wasn't good, them want to talk about crime. See? And nowadays, him don't believe in the numbers from Statin. Him don't believe the employment numbers are real. Him don't believe the numbers from the JCF is real. Him not believe the number from the Ministry of Agriculture.
They believe everything
because those guys.
Right.
Yeah?
So what is sense then, the engineer? What is sense then?
No, man, trust me, there is a value in it. We not allow them guys to run out.
HR is not about converting them. They will never.
No, it's not about converting the poor side. It's not about converting. Don't miss the point, you know. But it's not somebody you can really have a conversation with. It don't make no sense, no kind of sense whatsoever.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to go over there for just speak your side of the story to fit them audience.
Yeah.
You have to, you have new.
No, you have to, you know.
Yeah, you have to. I remember telling you, it's not going to be office politics going down to this election.
Big man, let's look at the issue of cost of living. You think that this whole narrative that things are way harder than it was back in 2015 when a minimum wage was $6,000. Minimum wage was $6,000 in 2015. And a man have a narrative out there that things were way better back then than it is now.
No,
workers like nurses and policemen and teachers.
Their argument is that it could have buy more things.
No, me defy that. You know how me do it? It's when me see them post them something up on the TikTok up on the platform, and then me see them put patty $130 2015, patty now $250. You know what me do? Me just do the mathematics and show them. $6,000 divided by 130 versus 15 grand divided by that. All when they go mackerel, no matter where they go. Me show them in maths and show them say some of them are 10 more, if I even 1 more.
Yeah, man.
You still are buying no one that is so no matter
than it was back then.
And then me go technical to them and say to them, say, if you don't understand what debt to GDP ratio means, if you don't understand, say, when debt to GDP ratio drop, it means say you can afford more. Because what that means is that each GDP, each per capita, each person's income, and less come from it to finance then the national debt. So you understand what I say? So imagine if you owe a bank and you pay 10 grand and then next month you start pay 5 grand. You automatically you go have $5,000 more to spend. You understand what I say?
Let me tell you why I support people going on PNP platforms, and sometimes we think we need to debate them, right? Because we need to shut down the lies the minute they bring it up. And let me say something.
Exactly.
What I realize is that they run with the same narrative. They are very consistent with the narrative. If you talk to one PNP, you talk to almost all of them.
All, yeah.
Right? The narrative about, if you bring minimum wage to any PNP, they're going to tell us, the 6,200 that can buy more things. But we, on the other hand, vary with our responses. And when we vary, we must sound same way, like say, you talk to one, we must have a strong response that all of us use. It comes down to that, a strong response, and we must replicate it all over the media, same way. right?
Exactly.
So we must have that. But sometimes it's like one man will answer one way and whatever, and it don't shut down. So it become a controversial thing. We have to shut it down, just like all of them at about 6,200 could have buy more things one time. And so we must have a strong response where everyone we just just shut it down as come. It's foolish. I mean, like that approach by Shane. Two of them.
No, what you think? What you think?
Simple.
What you think? Chuck said something earlier. The PNP strategy is always a thing of looking for a Dan man and giving him the thing and make him spread the thing around.
Exactly.
More the average person in them life, them don't know what the facts are. And if a man come up and him say, in 1901, Jamaica was murdering Americans left, right, and center. Once him sound like say, yeah man, everybody believe him. Then, so they're gonna send somebody out. He's gonna put out a bunch of rumors out there, and the rest of them, if it's unchallenged, the rest of them you soon hear them and say the same exact thing. Them don't know it for themselves. Them don't know the truth, but they're repeating it like this is the truth. You have to challenge that man who step out and say them foolishness.
And that is how uneducated people operate. And that is why I know PNP. That's why when even say from you're educated to us, you really shouldn't be saying PNP. And that's why I know say it's mostly uneducated people that try to exploit, because that's how uneducated people can. The more uneducated they are, the easier it is to lead you, right? And
I can clarify something to you upon the life, because I don't want the people and feel like when we say uneducated, I mean book dunks, you know. Uneducated to me, because I know the idea mean, you know. You have to know yourself. You see, because I know labor right how we think. We are free thinkers. You think if none of food party, you think of all bro God start move X. We are gonna turn up back him like say, oh yes, and no, we are gonna say no, bro God, how you do?
Thank you, man. I'm glad you give that definition there, because uneducated doesn't necessarily means that you have a degree or whatever.
No.
It's just the willingness to think freely about things rather than being led. You understand?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that's what PNP they easily led. It's like they run with a gossip and accept it as truth. And when you ask them, oh, how you come by that? Them can't tell you.
No.
Because it sounds good. So to them, right? And it sound like what them want to say, so them say it.
Yes.
They're not interested in the truth, you know. But the unfortunate situation, we cannot ignore that, because you have a lot of people like that out there.
Yeah.
And every one of them has to be counted as a vote. You understand? So we can't ignore that. So we have to find a way to reach those kind of people too. We can't just ignore them and just say, yo, them dumb and whatever.
No. Yo, big man,
listen.
Big man, listen. When you have a man like Ross and Hyman on the radio, repeating things which is just simply erroneous. When you have a man like Dayton Campbell, we'll go up on a platform and we'll talk about farm roads and storage and all that the PNP used to do. And when you have Floyd Green have to come out and push back against it and say, but these are the facts, you realize that is a scheme just to get at people who are not knowledgeable.
Yeah, because you're consistent.
It is a scheme.
All of them tell the same thing.
Yeah.
So that is it. We have to be consistent with our response.
Exactly.
The voters them realize, more on the voters, the electorate in Jamaica who are listening, as we realize this. PNP ever try insult with intelligence. May I tell her that them ever try?
Yeah, the people is intelligent. Ever do that.
Yes.
But a lot of people bite. A lot of people love to be insulted, and that's just the unfortunate thing with Jamaicans. We really don't know what to want. That's the problem, you know. There's a difference between knowing what you want and what to want, you know.
Yeah.
And most people don't know what to want. You understand? I mean, a lot of people.
Shane, watch ya. Because what you say is such a powerful truth. A few years ago, if you were to go to any Jamaican and ask them what them want the economy to do, now they tell us them want the dollar stop slide, them want everybody to have a work, and them want low inflation. That's a big thing them would have said.
And they want crime.
No one no 13% and no weird thing. Over the last 9 years, the JLP the Jamaican dollar has lost less value than in the 4 years that the PNP was in charge of the country before that. You know how incredible that is? That means that the dollar was basically sliding up more than twice the rate under the PNP than under the JLP. Right. We see no employment up to record levels. And we see no inflation being tamed.
And not to mention no tax. Remember the complaint?
No, we know. But if you should go out there and you should listen to the programs, the economy is in tatters. It has failed. And never this with it one bossy. things not, and it's just what you say. Some of the times you get the feeling that people don't even know what they want or where we want to go as a country. And as they start to build towards that, people are quick to jump out and to tell you that, no, you're not go right. Me personally believe, say, if the growth of the country don't happen under a certain party, certain man are going to lick out until they say nothing and go on. That's something.
Yeah. Because people run with popular narrative and not reality, brother. And it's not the reality that lead people, you know, to think how they want. It's the narratives. And the media knows that. Right?
So, let me say something. Biles never come out with the announce one rate cut.
Yeah, man. Again.
All right. I'm going to show you something. Just like what General that said. The insult to intelligence. Then we tell you, say, nothing nah go on down here. This, not that. Biles come do that, you know. Where there, feds come a little bit before Biles do it. Feds do it because we know a whole global international economy set up, everybody in an inflation crunch, war have reached everybody. So America like the marker. So once America cut feds, once them feds cut rate, an indication for we. You understand what I say? I remember said them I use the strategy of the fluctuating interest rate for tame inflation. Now when interest rates cut, you know, it simply means, you see, whatever even addition your salary they get inflated by, so full salary get inflated by whatever, and the interest rate they got cut. It means it means the addition we get now inflation. I wonder if you see much of me I try to say we get back that now, you know, if because the rates cut, you know, and then when we there at Jamaica now, we watch people that say, yes, America is going on good because guess what? The feds just cut the rates. But for feds cut the rates down to so not now go on, but now go on in America because see the feds just gonna cut for them rates. So things are going, the economy are recover, inflation are come down because railway. Because anytime you see rate cut, a sign say inflation kind of in a little railway, see? And that happening in America, but yet still, the same thing happening in Jamaica. You understand what I say? We're in a for them time in the 90s, me know say never none of them things that happen. Rates are go up, wages are free. Me remember and I forgot you 10 years of wage freeze. None of my friends them couldn't hire in a government. I say brain drain start in a Jamaica. Amount of friends of me and them used to depend Taylor, Chancellor, brother, them, everybody are you with. We live a foreign now from them time that you not job never that create in a government. You get to me I deal with, and now, as I said, them insult to intelligence, we tell we say, all right then, when things are going good in America and them come and it means that they can come and tell you say rates cut. But anytime full rates cut down here, I know so it mean. Me I wonder if Jamaican people now say a fool them I take them for. Them I tell you if you frightened for foreign then. When they go foreign, everything we foreign I do, even Charori. Everything what Charori do, as I said before upon the live, we are trying to do now, move past colonialism and make for our own black part, for our own self.
Shane,
Eh?
six years ago, 7 years ago, the rate to purchase vehicle in Canada was 0.0 something. Now the rate is at whopping 7.8% in Canada. So when you hear people talk, people just talk because they don't know, and a lot of people are uneducated about the economics of what's going on currently outside of Jamaica, right? I remembered looking at some documents on something, and right after COVID, everything skyrocketed. I also remember me is a whole chicken person. I like whole chicken. I'm gonna buy the chicken with the hormones and stuff like that. So my chicken always kind of a little bit more dearer. And I usually pay like $4 like 5 years ago. Now one chicken is like $21, $22. And it depends on where I buy it.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
There used to be some juice. I remember my husband used to carry them go work. We used to pay like 70 odd cents for them. Sometimes they go up on sale for 50 odd cents. Now they're like $2.35 and $3 literally.
Yeah.
So everything is trending up you know, and people just don't know. They sell you the dream, yeah man, this, that. It is not so.
Our
It is
day I'm
not
researching
so.
and I realize we are make a little bit more money now than what the international debt is. Like I think our last income was 19 billion, I'm not sure. You know
Yeah, I
that
think that's what I saw too. Yeah.
yeah, but with debt is about 13 billion. If you understand what I say. With debt about 13 billion US.
Blessings, everybody.
But you understand something? Me just say back in the days that wasn't the case. They used to say 13 billion and where I make call 4 billion. They used to say 7 billion where I make 2 billion. You understand what I say? But
We in
no.
our brother move from what? I nearly what? 5 billion we NIR then no?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, we
5.4.
reserve
Right.
5.4.
0.4. We actually have
Blessings,
Right,
everybody.
that never been.
right. It's a 2018. 2018 me they got Trinidad. Zane we go on one training thing, United Nations Development program. Them have one minerals program them time though, where them a try globally to develop development minerals like sand and gravel and them something like that. Them to say whatever. Anyways, through my thing, geographic information systems. Them send me a Trinidad. And you know, so when we get the money, my brother, and we go to the bank for change it at Trinidad. We couldn't get no US. And at that time I realized that Jamaica even better than Trinidad because even then 2018 we had more abundance of US fluid liquid cash in a Jamaica than in a Trinidad. Now, you know, so Trinidad now I got you a US crisis. Trinidad I got you a US dollar crisis right now actively as we speak, my brother. And from them time, them see the signs of that because what? Trinidad not diversify them economy, you understand? And I like, we have if we have got natural resources, we have a backside, plus we have call center, we have agriculture, we have many other little with a service HQ. With those enough service industries. That's why I say bro gotta try push the STEM or STEAM colleges because them don't have service. You understand? We're there so and I make millions to some companies with it all over the world. Trinidad that does high. And enough of that we get frig more time. Remember so them a try cut out out of things now, greeny people them a go. Some of us a try what I try to say is make a count the blessings as Jamaicans. Just appreciate the fact that one of we're born from where as grassroots, go through normal college, then I go on a big champion, then I go on a send catch them go and them there now and I try to make it better. The man just 4 years older than me then. So me and the man are age group. Me a Taylor right. The man, me don't remember which all him did on the whole of it. Me and Damon Crawford, Andre Arton, Franklin, the whole of it. Dr. Knife, the whole of it. And my brethren them there. Away. So all me I say is we don't did have a future but Jamaica like this. To say yeah, incrementally we must make a baby step towards charting our own destiny then in this new world where them are gonna say order. You get what I say? So at this we don't want to regress back in whatever. Because whether you're a communist nation or you're a capitalist nation, every individual have to put in because the greatest resource any individual have or any country have are the individuals them in it. Because you will have gold, diamond, cobalt. But unless the monkey or the dragon them or the mosquito go mine it, it can't come out of the earth unless human beings go mine it and add value to it. And how it come out through your intelligence and the investment. So you see, if your human capital is depleted, your country can't develop. And that's how we are trying to push it